riot or revolt? Sometimes you have to start off in analyzing things in terms of why the question itself. Sometimes we get up, and I see some of us on TV, we're so quick to try to answer the question, we don't question the question. So, why are you asking? What difference is the answer going to make? And often the question implies options depending on the answer. What would be the response if I were to call the Los Angeles disturbances riots instead of revolts? So it's an important question there. And in a sense, we're asking and making this question because we understand implicitly that when one sees it as a riot or sees it as revolt, it implies different kinds of responses, different kinds of approaches. Because even though riot and revolt are not as cleanly delineated or defined as we would like to think, they do, and they overlap a great deal. They do also have some differences in implication that become important, because often people see in its essence, a riot as being fundamentally irrational, fundamentally having little or no real rational purpose, an expression of rage, frenzy, as indicative of people who have lost self-control and self-direction, as indicative of some type of psychological contagion where people lose their ethical and moral values and are swept away by the emotions of the moment, or by rumor, or by agitators who happen to take advantage of their lack of self-control, and who become, for the moment perhaps, their egos and direct them in various ways. Often the word riot implies, to a certain degree, in certain circumstances, a shifting leadership or an absence of leadership, or what we might call plural leadership, where you have a number of power centers and people and groups are kind of just moving off on their own for their own reasons, except that the only thing they have in common is a will to destroy and to be violent. Revolt, even though a riot can be a form of revolt, but revolt sort of implies a renunciation of allegiance to authority, a refusal to go along anymore, whereas one went along in the past.
What is good, my people? We are live back again with another live broadcast and on the forecast. And yo, shouts out to JB. I know I said it wrong, Jose. You know what I'm saying, Jose. Shouts out to my boy JB in the building and Rashid in the building. It's been a long time, my brothers. How y'all doing? Of course, shouts out to Casidra. Casidra Realm in the Bush in the building. Salute to her. And I was gonna say this, right? Because today I was like, I'm gonna go live, but then I was like, no, I'm not. Because I was like, I felt like I should put it in there because like lately I've been quote unquote calling everybody out on whatever and not giving passes or whatever. So I was gonna give y'all the opportunity to come on here and say whatever you disagree with. But I was like, man, nobody gonna come on here anyway and disagree. So I was like, forget it anyway. But I'm gonna put the link in the chat for Cassandra. I know she want to come on here and talk about something, and which is a conversation that we're gonna have coming up Wednesday at 8:30. We're gonna talk about about supporting each other, supporting businesses, and how it's hard to support, or not just a business, but a Black person doing something. The first thing we're going to say is, oh, but is that person legit? Is that person this? Is that person that? And I literally see it with every person that I promote, So if you also, if you disagree with the stuff that I be saying, or like I need to be called out on something, because I don't want to make it seem like I just try to call other people out or make it seem like I know everything, So if you had that, but what's going on, Cassandra?
Hello, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Nothing
How you
much.
doing?
Nothing much. I think we got our topic for the next one.
I think so too. The next two, at least.
Yeah. So you was just on the brother Maurice Muhammad channel, and you had the sister on. What was the sister name again?
She was Queen. She's a queen. Her name is Queen. Her real name is Queen, and
Okay.
she was talking about Radio Cafe, building on the land commercially, and people are allowed to buy acres. And at first, she was doing like an acre of land for 1,000, and this was like a month ago. But I don't think she's still doing that. It's going to be probably a little higher to do it now. But just introducing her, as far as the people trying, just people that want to build, people that want to join. You have all kind of Black folk, right? Some Black folk don't mind living around, some Black folk, just it's all about building. And I'm for anybody that's ready to build. If you're ready to build, build. Everybody has their gifts. If it's for you, do it. If it's not, don't. But my thing is, we just always have to maintain respect with our own. We'll talk about everybody else. We'll talk about us, but let somebody white come on and we don't have nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? We don't disrespect. We're so respectful. But yeah, it's all about building for her. And that's what she was talking about, building. I rest my mic.
Yeah, I agree with that. And see, and this not to be like anybody, because okay, everybody has their opinion, but it's something that I saw. Remember when I was showing you that one sister who was talking about like how she's getting into mining, or like at least learning about how to mine for the
Uh-huh.
and the first thing people said when they came in here is
Yep.
she's scamming. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And you know
Yeah.
what? Even with that forecast, I'm sorry, Rashid.
Mhm.
Welcome. I'm sorry. Salute to you, Rashid. My thing is, if you think, get to know somebody, do your research before you start opening your mouth, because you don't know. Even with the young lady that you were talking about that was doing mining, I don't know anything about mining, but I would never say, "Oh, she's scamming," because I would learn. I would I would talk to her first for myself, and that's what I did. I talked to the young lady for myself just to see about her projects. But don't just come on running your mouth about anything. Make sure, do your research, and this is what it's all about for me. When I see Black folk building, because I see a lot of Black folk doing absolutely nothing but running their damn mouths and doing nothing and discouraging other people that want to build, just like they did in FAC. I will back that brother till today, because he was actually trying to do something. And what happened? Black folk, we do what we usually do. We'll leave you high and dry. You fight for us, and shit, honey, you get in trouble. Black folk looking at you like I ain't got nothing to do. Like Peter, remember Peter denied Jesus? Okay, that's what we do. We'll deny you in a minute, and we won't support you. But we want you to. We don't. I don't even think we want to be free at this moment. I'm so serious. I don't think we want to be free, because all she was doing was giving information, and people were attacking her. Are we serious? Is that what we do? Come on. I don't understand. Do we want to be free or not? Please help me with this.
Salute, everybody. Salute, man. Man, it bothers me that we so loyal to everyone else that's not loyal to us.
Yes,
We got to get
yes,
rid of that Stockholm syndrome. That's what
yes,
bothers me. Got to get rid of that Stockholm syndrome. I say
yes,
all of us in this country got to get rid of that Wheeling Stockholm syndrome. That's
yes,
something you got to get rid of. Because that's what is taught to us. We have been taught to go
yes,
against each other. Like
yes.
I told Kamishi Fox that we gotta stop competing with each other. I am not your competition. The other nation is your competition. That's one thing we gotta work on. Stop trying to compete. Say I'm better than you. No, you ain't better than nobody. We all in the same boat. We gotta get out of that mindset. How can you be so loyal to everybody else that's not loyal to you? You tell me that, Queen. How can you be so loyal to everyone else that's never gonna be loyal to you?
Rashid, I
But you,
don't even
Jazz.
know that. I don't even think we know it. I think we automatically, because of what's in us, we automatically go there. We automatically
Facts.
distrust
Thank
because
you.
they have taught you how. You don't even know that that's what you're doing. You automatically go there. Even people that say they free still go there. We'll attack our own in a minute, and it pisses me off. Just like OJ, black folk, his own people was attacking him. I don't give a damn if he did it or not. Do you hear me? As much black folk them people done killed, she took one for the team. Period. I don't give a damn. I don't care if he killed her or not. I'm not gonna go against him. You know why? Because until they start chastising their own, until they start holding their own accountable, until they start giving consequences to people that hurt us, I don't give a damn. Rah rah OJ, go ahead, my brother. Rest in peace. Period. I don't give a damn. My thing is, I am a builder. If you building, bitch, build. I ain't got nothing to say about you building. But if you ain't doing nothing and you running your damn mouth, I have an issue with that. I do, cause I don't see you doing nothing. But running your mouth. Show me what you're building. When you come here, come to me. Show me what you're doing. Then I'll let you talk. But if you ain't got nothing, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't for disrespect. You're not. Period. I rest my mic, and I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm just having a day because I
It's,
spent the
o-
last half an hour talking to her on the
it's
phone.
okay, man. It's okay, sis. You speaking the truth, speaking the powerful truth, man. Yo, man, like I say, man, we got to get out of our mindset. We have been traditioned to be like everybody else. We got to get out of that waitlist down syndrome. Can stop going. It's crazy that animals got better. I know I may have wrong, but animals got better sense than us. How you let animals and crawling ants got more unity than human beings? How that happen?
You're right.
I'm asking
You're
you a
right.
question. I ain't saying nothing wrong.
Right. Oh my
How you
God.
let how animals got better sense than we do? They you mess with them, they're gonna come after you. They're not going sugarcoat it. That's on you. They're not gonna say that to the other. They're gonna stay on code and protect their own. They're not gonna let you go interfere with their people and all that. You fuck with them, you fuck with all. That's how they look at it. And us, you fuck with us. What? We just sit back and and laugh at you. Say, I don't got nothing to do with that. Ain't my problem. That's sick mindset. We got the sick ass mindset you got to get rid of. That's the corrupt mindset. That's wicked and bitter. That's so wicked and bitter they think that way. Because you got that from your enemy. Your enemy told you that you could do better by yourself, which was a damn lie. They got you going against nature. What happened to follow about nature? What happened to living by nature? We don't even live by nature no more. Black people don't even want to live by nature. They want to be like everybody else but themselves. Ain't nobody's gonna take us serious till we start taking ourselves serious. Nobody's never gonna respect us in this country till we start respecting each other. Stop looking for their help. They're not going to help you. That's why they bring all these illegal immigrants to replace us. That's why we got to create our own and do for itself. Stop sugarcoating and selling each other out, and it ain't getting you nowhere. And that's why I'm glad everything is being exposed this year. Because karma don't miss no one. When you do evil, you must pay the price. Now I pass the mind, let you get on forecast.
Yeah, first of all, salute my brother Rashid. How you been doing, my brother?
Good morning, brother forecast. I'm doing great, my brother. I said, let me get on this platform. I ain't been on your platform for a minute. I said, let me hop on this platform and see what's going on. Cause I meant to hop on the platform with y'all too. Cause y'all be speaking some mad truth. Y'all be speaking them true facts, especially the queen, man. She be make me almost have tears in my eyes most of the time. She be telling like it is. Like I be saying the same thing. We got to help each other support our own. Stop giving your wealth to everybody that's benefiting of you, giving back to their community. That's what they doing. They capitalize off your dollar, give it back to their community. They ain't gonna let you get none of their money, and they not. How stupid and ignorant can you be? How dumb? Come on, wake the hell up.
Yeah, and that's all facts. And this brother here, he'll like support you no matter what. Like, it's even where he's from. Like, you can like I've heard people even like, just listening to other stuff, and they like this brother is a real one. He's going to support you. And see, this is the issue when it comes to that, and considering, like I said, I can let people on if they disagree with me or whatever, and y'all can aim it at me or whatever. But like even because like I saw it when we was talking. I was like, I ain't gonna do nothing like like I did before, because people that you would never think would question you is questioning you, when the whole time is like, if they be like, well, you just talking, you're not doing nothing, so you do something, then they say, well, look at what you're doing, like it got to be something wrong with it got to be, or you should do it this way, you should do it that way. Meanwhile, this is something that has never been done, and they'll be like, oh, you scamming, you not serious about it unless you do it my way, or X, Y, and Z, So I see that the whole way. And sometimes people don't even want to be honest that when they tried to do something themselves, same people said the same thing about them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, every person, usually they do that. But my thing is, okay, like, you don't have to be a part of everything, because I don't agree with everybody and everything. I don't support everybody and everything. But what can I say to them if I haven't even done anything in whatever lane I'm in? If I haven't, how could you have any? That means you have to at least have some kind of reference point to show, like, well, I did it that way and I can see that that is wrong. But you coming from a reference point of like, oh, I'm just looking for something negative to say, But yeah, go ahead, consider.
You know what, Forecast? I am just so convinced. After I saw what I saw just a minute ago, I am convinced that no matter what, you're going to have some black folk, that's not going to do anything. They will allow, and I'm speaking from what I just saw a video, and it's so sad that Jamaica, right, has allowed, they're allowing foreigners to come in, white folk to come in and bring the racism with them, until black folk on a black island, a black country, that they can't come in your restaurant. Get the hell out of here. What the hell? I blame that on the government. I'm gonna tell you what, in Cassie Land, you come here with that shit, I'm gonna burn that bitch down. Do you hear me? I'm tired of what I'm seeing from black leadership. I'm tired of what I'm seeing with black folk, period. How do you come in a whole black country and tell my black people that they are not welcomed? What? We're not doing that. I swear. But that government needs to be overthrown. You understand what I'm saying? So what are you teaching your people? That it's okay for you to discriminate? It's okay for you to allow anybody to come in your land and disrespect you? No, it's not. When are we as black folk going to do something about that? When are we going to get serious and fight back? Because nothing is going to change without revolution. Revolution means bloodshed. Bloodshed means shit gonna change. Period. But we so afraid to die for our causes. You're dying anyway. You looking like punks in front of these crackers. And you don't mind looking like a punk in front of these crackers. I mind. Because one step to me, it ain't going to be good. Period. I'll rest my mic.
And plus, and like you say, sister, and they laughing at you behind doors.
Exactly.
They are teasing you. You think they laughing with you, they laughing at you. Making fun of you, watch you being afraid of them. They say these niggas don't scare me. They scared to fight us. Well, all they gonna do is take it out on their own. They not gonna take it out on us and all that. Know why? They let money get to them, and that money is not real.
Exactly.
That's how brainwashed they got you. That's fiat money. Real money is gold. They got you robbing
But
your
most
with
of our
piece of
leaders
paper.
allow it. Most of
That-
our
that-
leaders, they're not
They
leaders.
sold out.
Yes.
That's sad.
And we don't even know it.
Thank
We
you.
don't
I'm
even
so proud
know
of you,
it.
sister. I'm so proud. I love you to death, sir. I'm so proud of you, man. I'm glad you woke, man. Thank God, man. You
We
ain't get
don't,
caught up in the system. You ain't let the system drag you, man. That's a
we,
blessing. Thank
we
you.
don't even realize.
Thank you, sister. I
You
gotta
funny.
salute you, man, because I've been meant to come up and stay and give you your props. Because I've been listening to all y'all your live stream when you talk about business, man, you tell it like it is. You be sometimes have me have tears in my eyes. You be speaking that raw truth, sister. You ain't afraid to speak the truth, and I salute you for that. I applaud you for that, sis. We need more sisters like you, man. That see what's going on. You ain't blind to it, man. I thank to Creator for you, man. It's a blessing that somebody seeing it. It's sad, man. I say that every day in my own city. Philadelphia it got out of rage in Philadelphia. I live in Philadelphia. You ain't even safe in your own neighborhood, man. It's sad. You're not even safe in your own street. Cause thank you. But now it takes black people to wake up now and realize that Democrats was never for you. Now black people are speaking out saying they hate Joe Biden. They regret for voting for Joe Biden. Now they all regretting now. Because now Joe Biden showing you right in front of your face, they don't give a damn about you and your people.
But guess what, Rashid? We're gonna get
Yes.
ready to exchange one devil, one disappointment for another. We're getting ready to jump out of the bed with a Democrat who promised you nothing into the bed of a Republican who still ain't promised your ass nothing. Instead of us caping for us.
Thank
And
you.
how do we do
Thank
that?
you.
We build our own political party and we
Thank you.
vote as a block and we change stuff. If you're not here to change stuff, why are you here? Why
Fact.
are we fighting each other to see? Well, I'm gonna vote for this racist over this one. Both of them. Don't none of them care about you.
None of them.
No.
Yes.
But you're fighting over what? You're fighting over which one I'm gonna vote for. I'm not voting for either one because neither one is for black people.
Nope. I'm
Until
holding on my
you
vote.
show me that you're gonna cut us a check, the hell with you. I'm not putting my name behind you. Cut
Cut
the
the
check
check.
like you gave it to them immigrants. Cut the check.
Yes.
That's what you want to tell Trump and Biden. Your ass ain't cut no check. You don't get no vote, baby. And I
I
mean
like
that.
that too.
And then
That's
I
right.
teach up some people locally to vote locally and run for some of these offices and get reparations, period. Locally. The mayor of a city can get reparations. But if you run it for mayor, you get 3 other city council members that's going to back you. 3 to 4 city council members that's going to back you, and you run some stuff and you put some place in order for you put some things in place for black people. Period. That's the only way we're going to be free locally. Now that federal stuff, they on some other stuff right there. They on some other stuff.
That
But locally,
pedophiles,
we can do
man.
this locally. Go ahead.
Yo,
All right.
what's wrong with all bad people in this country? Why you keep sending your kids to these white ass public schools and showing you see what they showing you how they feel about our kids? Why are these black people still having learned their lessons? You still sending your kids to these corrupt schools? Know that they don't care damn about your kids. They don't care about your kids. They child trapping your kids. Is everything being exposed? Why are black people are so lazy to homeschool their own kids and educate their own kids?
Exactly.
We wonder why. Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you why kids don't respect us. I'm gonna tell you why. How you expect these young kids to respect us? We don't respect each other. These
Right.
kids looking at us saying, "Damn, why should I listen to y'all elders? Y'all don't even love yourself. Y'all
We're
don't even love
jumping
each other." These kids look at themselves and say, "Damn, why should I listen to y'all and y'all don't even love yourself and y'all can't even stand up to a cracker and fight
Exactly.
for us." That's how they look at that stuff. These kids look up to that. When they young, they see everything. We don't realize that. We setting a bad influence to our youth. Because you know what was taught to us? We pass down to our kids.
Right.
It's keep brand lies. It's gonna take us to break that general curse. Cause nothing's gonna change till we change it. You know what I'm saying, Queen? We gotta break that general curse. Cause it's gonna keep happening. As long as you keep going along, go along, it's never gonna change, bro. We gotta get out of
I'm
that.
doing
Get
a live
along, get
right
along.
now.
That's what
What's
they
up?
got you
I'm
at.
doing a
You
live.
gotta
I'm
get
doing
out
a
of that
live.
confusion.
I'll call you back.
Yo, we got to get out of that confusion, man. Stop being afraid to stand up for what's right, man. That got you so afraid to stand up what's right. They try to get rid of manhood now, and we're allowing it. That's unacceptable. We got to call it out. Stop being afraid to call it out and stand up with what's right. We got to call it out. Stop being afraid. That's what's wrong with our people. Our people are afraid that they're going to lose their career. They're going to lose. Man, get the F out of here, man. Excuse my language. At the end of the day, stop pumping. Stop being a pump and stand what's right. What about your kids? You gotta protect your kids. So you gonna just let your kids get child trafficked and then do as bad things happen. Then you want somebody riding for you and all that. What happened when somebody else got attacked? You didn't kill less then? Man, we gotta get rid of rap music, trap music. Gotta get rid of all that shit. That's what we gotta get rid of, man. That's what's destroying our community. It's sad. People are glorifying that shit. I'm not. I don't glorify none of that shit. I'm all about building, I'm the same way like you, sis. I'm all about unity, love, peace, and happiness. I don't believe in that shit. And it was never in my blood. I believe in loving my people because that's his nature. Nature is about working together, not competing. It's about working together and uplift each other. It would be no black starvation if black people keep that dollars circulating in our community. We could change, we could end the starvation overnight if we wanted to right now, Queen. We could end the starvation overnight. And we keep our dollars circulating in our own community. It start with you. And people don't realize it. And then people complain that I'm broke, I'm in the street. We do it back. Your money going to everyone else. Think about it. You giving all your money to this other group that don't give a damn about you. Never gonna give it back to you. They're gonna sit back and disrespect you, look at you like you're a criminal. They're never gonna appreciate you. None of that shit. That's wrong with us. What's wrong with black people in this end? They are sick. I say to everybody, I say it in the street. Let them know you ain't exclude nothing. All of us, old, young, get rid of your Stockholm syndrome. You have to get rid of it. That's all the man to it. That's what I've been trying to say, my sister, brothers. We all we got. I'm gonna keep saying to it, day I die, and I'm not afraid to say, we all we got. Get in your thick and womb. Nobody's coming to save you, and we don't have no friends. Like John Henry Clark said, we don't have no friends. We all we have. Now I pass my mic.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
even with that forecast, we have to realize or recognize that we have Stockholm syndrome. So I want to introduce Black folk. I want you guys to research Stockholm syndrome. I want you to honestly research it to understand it, that we automatically go into that as soon as we hear Black folk building, we automatically go to it. Philadelphia, my brother, is the way it is on purpose because they can try to bring it. What they do is let a place get so crime ridden, everybody move out, then they sell those properties for dollars on the market for less than nothing, and then those white folk come in there and rebuild, okay, and then they jack those prices up. That's what they're doing in Philadelphia.
I
That's what
believe
they're
you.
doing.
You right.
They're
You
allowing
right.
it to get like that on purpose because they're gonna sell those properties from a pennies on a dollar, and then white folk gonna come in and reinvest in it, and rent's gonna go up like crazy. That's why they do what they do. Period. But it's
Yup.
gonna take Black men stepping up, and it's gonna take Black men. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying this. We got to get our boys in check. Black men, you have to get your boys in check. Women can't do it. They are tired of hearing us
Facts.
talk. It's gonna take Black men to do what Black men were built to do, and that's to be fathers and to get back in those homes and be a father to your son. If you don't like the woman you had that baby with, or I'm gonna tell you now, if you don't like the woman, don't have no baby. If you don't think it, stop having sex just because she look good. Get in her head, understand who you're dealing with, get in her heart to understand what she really about. Then you marry her and have babies. Stop doing this sex one day, she pregnant tomorrow. You don't even know her. Then you find out she crazy as hell. And then you stuck 18, 21 years with this woman connected to her by a baby. And now you really don't want to do it. Now you're singing songs about single baby mamas because you didn't have a baby by somebody you don't want to have a baby by, instead of covering it up or not having sex at all or have a vasectomy if you don't want the kids. So you not doing your part. She having babies. You don't want the baby. So you're going to walk out. That's on you. You think the universe is pleased with you? That's why Black men don't have nothing today. Because you're not sticking by your family. Your child needs you. You don't want that woman, it's okay. You don't have to. But that son, that child needs you. That's what's going on in our community because our men are not in their places. Once our men get in their places, then everything else will line up. And I rest my mic with that.
yeah, I agree, and I'll say this, because and I'm gonna try to get off of here in like the next like 30, 40 minutes or so, so it don't be long. But I agree with y'all, and we're gonna talk about this on like when we really get into it on Wednesday at 8:30, y'all. So what's going on, Blanca? But even when we were talking about that, when you look around, right, when you was talking about like Black men to go to your school, it was just me, you, and Bakari in there, and when we was doing this thing, Rashid, you saw how few people, like when we was actually having the meetings and trying to come together, how few people it was, and when you're trying to be serious, that's how you know who the people who are serious and who are not, and then a lot of times they have something to say that's always negative, but it's really because they scared. It's really the cowardice that we have in our community that does need to be addressed. And I probably like I said, I think it's going to be like the next generation, like the children born tomorrow got a chance. That's what I always say. But you mentioned like the school thing. I want to show you something real quick. Because I was going. Now this dude, it was like, why so many black children missing in Ohio? This dude is at a damn school in Ohio. I can't play this whole video.
And one, how the police have said that some of these people have been local runaways, repeated runaways, children who are involved in gangs and things like that. Doesn't matter though. These are real missing children. He says that there are a lot of barriers to this, and they're
now I can watch this whole thing. It's like too long. It's like 17 minutes, right? But what you see, like this dude, he helped start charter schools for like I'm assuming like black children, and among 160 arrested and like where they was human trafficking, a lot of children in that area. People been talking about that whole problem with the children in Ohio, and this is the whole thing, because remember last time I was just showing the dude who been at the school for 41 years, right, and got in trouble for one kid.
Prostitution following a human trafficking sting. He was one of nearly 200 arrested last week, and parents in the school system are now sharing their concern. Aubrey Buckley has more.
Up, hands up. There you go, just stand just like that.
They called it Operation Buyer's Remorse, a statewide human trafficking crackdown last week, arresting Johns for trying to buy sex.
Hey! How's it going, buddy? Hey, relax.
Among the 160 arrested was 68-year-old John Zitzner, the co-founder and now former board president of Breakthrough Public Schools, a network of public charter schools in Cleveland. Court documents show he was arrested on Thursday in Westlake, charged with engaging in prostitution. He gave his resignation on Friday.
It's very disheartening to hear, and I think he should get what he deserves.
Hodges McLean has 2 kids at the Breakthrough Public Schools Glenville campus. He says he will talk to his kids about this, but hopes it doesn't impact the school, its reputation, or the quality of learning.
I think these breakthrough schools do provide a value for the community and for kids around here, and I think the school should continue to keep doing what they're doing.
Police, you're under arrest. Hands on your head.
Ohio Attorney General David.
All right, so you heard this. Let me see if this brother had anything else to say. Y'all get the point. With the other one, the kids were staying in the school for like a damn week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see that? What you think about that?
He's not the only one. You got a whole sting in New York, in Ohio, and Ohio's not the only place. More children get missing in Ohio. You think those authorities, the government don't know? You think the Senate and the Congress who came from that area don't know? They all know because they're all a part of it. You have teachers, you have social services that's in on this stuff. You think those crackers, let me tell you something. Anytime you deal with them, it's going to be trauma, it's going to be trafficking, it's going to be pedophilia, because that's what they do. That's who they are. They've never changed. That's what they do. Are we going to understand this? The only way we're not going to be, our children are going to be safe, is you keep your children away from them. You totally separate from them, and you do your own thing, period. You spend with yourself. You create your own community. You get back to doing what this young lady was talking about doing. Oh, I think that she had a great idea. She had a great idea. Hold on, excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm getting choked over here. But I think she had a great idea as far as building. But my thing is, we build for us. We have our armed security, and we have our own communities, just like that one family who bought 100 acres, 19 of them in Georgia. Georgia's on fire right now. I don't know what black folk doing in other cities, but I see them moving in Georgia. Okay. But so let's get busy. We got work to do. Let's keep our children away from them. That's the only way they're going to be safe. Because anytime you look up, even in Jamaica now, here they come in Jamaica, you mind your own business. You got a whole black area, a whole black land, and you as the president allow this stuff, shame on you, and you sold out, so you deserve what you get, president of Jamaica. I'm just saying, because they need to overthrow him. Something. He got to go. He has got to go because he has allowed the beaches to be overrun by them crackers, telling black folk who's born in Jamaica, you can't come on your own beach. Are you out of your damn mind? Where we do that at? Please help me to understand this. This
That's
is what I'm
wild.
talking about. Black folk in charge of black folk, selling black folk out. Where do we do this at? But I mean, where? But amongst black people. Do you hear this mess in Mexico? Do you hear this going
No.
on in any other culture besides
Nope.
black culture? You're
Well,
gonna come to Jamaica, a black area, and tell me I can't come to my own beach that I was born on. What? And then
That's
you got
sad.
restaurants down there telling me I can't come into the rest. You gonna bring that stuff to Jamaica? You an idiot if you allow it, Jamaicans.
Yo, we should do like Africa. Look at Africans doing. Africans kicking all the white European out their land and say, fuck your white Jesus and all that. Like South African, they're getting their land back and they're getting everybody out their land. That's one day I can salute them Africans over there. They're not letting them white European run their land no more. They say they're tired of it. And they burn the white Jesus. You heard about that, Queen? These Africans is kicking all the white people out and everybody out.
You
They
got
get-
like Senegal, you got Mali, Niger, and
Yup.
it's one more.
We need to be like the Africans over
Burkina
there.
Faso. They're kicking out the French, and I do believe that it's going to spread, but they're watching to see what happens to Senegal and what happens to all the other four that they're allowing. Because you got a lot of child trafficking in South Africa that I found out too. Now, people not understanding that, but that's one of the main hubs they're going through South Africa. But I told you, anywhere you got them crackers, you're gonna have stuff like that. Didn't I just say that?
Yes, you did,
Anywhere
man.
you got them crackers, you're gonna have trafficking, pedophilia, because that's what they do. You can let me just say one thing about Africa.
Yup, you heard me?
You can
And let
spend
me
your
tell-
money here, but you can't visit. You can't come here. You can't buy no land. You can't live here. You can send your money, but you can't even come to visit because guess what? I'm not letting you around my children because I know what you're about, and you ain't about nothing right now but being nasty. And that's what them crackers do. Go over there to South Africa and Africa interior, those little countries, and then messing with them babies because I seen it when I was there. I seen it. It took all of me not to say nothing. My daughter's like, mommy, and I'm like, oh, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at this grown man with this 2-year-old, 3-year-old. Where's his mama? Why would you allow a man to come and get your baby for $20? But this is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But this shouldn't be going on. Why are we allowing it? Why is Africa allowing it? Don't have nothing to do with them crackers. They don't need to be there because what they bring, yes, they bring in their money, but they also bring their pedophilia, trafficking, and a whole lot of other stuff. They don't let them go to Europe with that. Bill Gates got in Kenya now getting ready to vaccinate or put an ID chip in all the babies. That man shouldn't have nothing to do. And that's an experiment. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm so sick of Africans being so dumb that you've been dealing with these crackers and you don't even understand what you're doing. You don't understand the dangers of dealing with them yet. That president of Kenya needs to be out. If you're going to sit up there and put our babies in a man's hands who has killed millions here in America, India won't even let Bill Gates over there. But Africa will. You've been dealing with white folk long enough. If half of your babies getting ready to die, whose fault is it going to be? Kenya, the president. And y'all should be handling that now. You don't let nobody come in, especially they look like them. And this is what I'm talking about these leaders. They are selling their own people out and been doing it since the beginning of time. Why are we allowing them to remain presidents? They need to be I am not condoning violence. I am not. So I don't want anybody to think I'm doing that. But I do condone us taking care of our own. And when I meet somebody that does not, they need to die. Period. And that's in Cassie land.
It's gonna be time all right. It's gonna be time that we ain't no choice but to fight back. Our survivors is down. Cause right now we are being wiped out right in front of our eyes. And this don't bother you. I don't know what to tell y'all. Cause in the day, everything, you know what's going on in school. The teachers are having sex with kids and stuff. Everything's being exposed. This is the year of the truth now. You can't hide it, none of that shit. Because it bothers me. When you tell the truth, you get attacked by your own people. It bothers me why black people defend white crackers that don't defend you. How sick and dodo you are. How sick a man or woman is. They are quick to defend their white master, which he would never do for you. You will go out the way to defend the white master, but won't defend your own, stay on code. You don't see white Europeans doing that to their own people. Don't matter if they want or not, they'll always stay on code. Everybody stay on code. But except black people all across the world. Africa, Jamaicans, they going out, they selling each other. Like you say, Queen, they selling each other out. It's sad, bro. This is embarrassment. We are being, the whole world laughing at us right now. We are being laughed at. Don't even realize that. You're being laughed at. Come on now. That shit ain't normal. That's just not normal for us to go against each other, think like the crackers on it. We want to be like the white Europeans so bad, but run away from our blackness. That's our problem with black people in this country. Black people hate themselves. They anti-blackness, bro. What's wrong with that, Queen? Why people are anti-black, man? Don't you know we got the best melanin skin on the planet? Our melanin skin is worth more than gold. And that's how twist the Europeans got you. They got you think that melanin is evil, is no good. They got you so brainwashed, got you run away from yourself and want you to be like them. And they want you to be like them and you want to be like them so bad. You'll never be them. Be you. Love you. Stop running away from yourself. Love yourself. Stop being sad of being who you are. It bothers me every day. I got to be in the street looking at this every single day I wake up. Got to see the same old, same old. When I'm going to see happiness, love, kindness, compassion. We give all love to everyone else that hate us. That's it. That's some sick mental illness. That's something wrong. I don't care what nobody say. All of us in this country got that sick Stockholm syndrome. That's stop. We can't even talk about Down syndrome people. Because know why? We're no different than them. Know why? Down syndrome people not by themselves. Cause know why? You just like them. Cause know why? You're so stuck in your ways. You can't get out of it. White man can tell you anything. You'll believe anything he says. You will never hold him a standard. But when it comes to your brother and sister, you want to discriminate him. You want to say, how much can I get this for free? Everything supposed to be free. Can I'm supposed to be, I'm your people. Why you can't you support me like you support the white European? But you, when I come your way, you want everything for still cheap. I got to give you for something. Come on, man. Man, all that thrown in my face, I'm your brother, man. If I'm your brother, support me like you would support the white man. I don't like that. I don't like why our people do that. They want you to give them something for nothing. What's up with our people in this country, man? Man, it bothers me every day. We wonder why we on the bottom of the barrel. Why our people are homeless in the street, don't got nothing. We give away damn near $2.3 trillion a year. All that, you could do with that money. You could create your own land and create your own black town. You could create your own everything. Black-owned stores, black-owned everything. Black bank, black airport, everything. We used to have Black Wall Street. We got to get back on doing that. Stop trying to hate on the next man, hate on he or she. You could do the same thing. Like, all you got to do is put your mind together, work together. Stop going against each other. Stop running away from your blackness. Man and woman, we all we got. We got to start selling out to each other for a piece of crumb and it ain't backed by nothing. The money you got in your pocket is not real money. It's fiat money, federal note money. That money come from the tree. That's how brainwashed the white man got you so good. Because white man said out his mouth, said, we don't got to do nothing to y'all niggas no more. You doing all y'all for us. By destroying each other, we're going to continue to put guns in your neighborhood. We're going to continue to plug more crack think now in your neighborhood, because all y'all gonna do is take it out on each other. You're not gonna take it out on us. And them crackers know it. They don't matter what crackers do to us. They can stop us, kill us. You gonna still run back to them like a stupidity. That's how dumb black people in this country is. It bothers me. I know it bothers you too, Queen. It's just sad, man. It is. Y'all don't get tired of it? Why black people in this country don't get tired of it? It's time for change. We gotta change it. Nobody else gonna do it. Why would they change it? They benefiting off our stupidity, misery. They making trillions off us. Like they said, it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's gonna take us to break the cycle. And we can change it overnight. Now I pass my mic.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. 100%, my brother. And let me show y'all one more thing right before I show something positive, because I know y'all seen too much bad stuff today. So, y'all speaking about even in other places, right? So this is a white judge in South Africa. I don't know how that happens, but
fire for a Facebook message that she sent to social rights activists. Now, in this message she sent, she starts to talk about the Black community in South Africa and how it is our culture to rape. Now, at the heart of the storm is Judge Mabel Jansen, a white South African judge whose comments on social media have ignited a firestorm of public outrage and debate. Hello, everyone. My name is Nalidin Fulwe, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News channel, where we
All right, so you see that, you know, I just had to play that because that was in South Africa, you know.
You know what? Let me just say one thing. The thing about Black folk, you can bring an idea to somebody, you can bring something to people, and it's up to the people to do research. If the people can't do research, then shame on you. You should not open your mouth to speak ill of anybody if you're not building yourself. If a person bring an idea to you,
wait, hold on, consider Return of the Brother.
Hold on, I'm gonna handle that. Hold on.
I was just say you can come on here if
exactly.
you want to say something.
Yeah.
So,
but I can bring an idea to you, and you'll get attacked for bringing freedom. But yet, a man like Biden, who has never supported you, you'll fight me to keep him in charge of you. That's mental illness. Hold on. If your sister bring you somebody, you listen to them and you do your own research. It's not up to you to speak. It's up to you to listen and learn. Return, unless you want to come up here, you're done. Don't talk, don't say nothing unless you want to come up here and have a conversation. That texting ain't hitting on nothing. Sorry, bro. Come up here and have all you want to say. Other than that, be silent. Because I am a confronter. I confront bullshit. Period. If somebody bring you somebody, and if you don't agree, then you do your own research. And then you got something to say. If you've not researched nothing, then you ain't got nothing to say, bruh. Period. You can say what you want. If you don't know her personally, then you ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got nothing to say. I'm mad because of the disrespect. That's what I'm talking about. Because if you bring, just like people, we bought NFAC to Black folk who was trying to help Black folk to be free. You know what they did? They called him a traitor. They called him everything in the book, right? They disrespected him, and he was only trying to free Black folk. I understand Black folk. I understand we suffer with Stockholm syndrome. I understand that. I swear I do. I swear. But sometimes we don't even understand what we suffering with. We don't even understand the Stockholm syndrome. We don't understand the brainwashing. We don't understand that we're like this because they did this to you. They made you distrust each other. They made you do this, and you'll trust them and distrust your sister. Period. My thing is when people bring stuff to me, I do my research. I don't say anything until I do my research. Then I can come and talk. But if you've not done your research, you ain't got nothing to say because don't nobody care what you got to say because you ain't building nothing. Return, what you building? What are you building?
Yo, let me say this. Let me say this, because Return of the Brother, he's never been in here before, you know, and it's all good. And yeah, that's why I say come on here if you disagree. You know, the problem is, you know, because y'all was keeping I saw that part, like even because you know when I disagree, I'm like, I'm not going to support that. You don't see me like going on and on. You know why? Because that means I have to fill that void. And the problem is, like, you would see that once you start doing something, you know, because they did the same thing to me and any other person who does something. The first thing people will do is find something negative. Now, I don't know the sister, and she could be or could not be. I don't know, you know. But and yeah, you can ask questions.
She was building. My thing is, if you are building, that's her gift. That's hers. Okay. But if you disagree with what she's doing, you should have your own, right? You should be building somewhere, right? For non-LGBT. I'm just saying, in Cassie'ville, you wouldn't have no LGBT. So I'm not agreeing with her. I am agreeing with me having my own. return. If you have something to say, and if you don't like what she doing, bro, you got to build your own. You ain't got no business sitting up here going against your sister if you ain't doing nothing for your freedom. That's what I'm talking about right there. We got people that'll come on here and talk shit and ain't doing nothing. That's what bothers me. It's about being fucking free. What are you doing? You're not building. You're tearing down something that somebody else is trying to build. What kind of shit is that? What kind of black unity is that? You're not even for black folk. She's for everybody. LGBT, what? She's not gay. She told you that. But you ain't for nobody. You're not even for yourself. You're not even for yourself. So how can you say anything about what somebody else is doing when you ain't doing nothing? Now, I can talk because I'm building and I got proof of my building. But what you doing? Where your proof at? All you here to do, and as far as I'm concerned, that that return, he might not even be black. She may not even be black. That's what I'm saying. But she tearing down what other folks is doing. So until you show your face, you ain't got nothing to say. And before he come on this line, he got to show his face because I think he white. I'm serious. I think he's white. Because he's turning down black folk building. They building. And he's sitting up here talking stuff. What is he building? What you building? I still don't see what you building. Where you build? What are you building?
Yeah,
what are you building?
Yeah. Let me say this, Cassandra. Because and that's the thing. That's why I'm saying you can come.
I think it's funny.
I know, and I'll talk to you.
Another bossy woman trying to tell a host how to run their show. Well, guess what?
Yeah,
you up here and you talking, running your mouth, and you ain't showing us what you building. So far as I'm concerned, you ain't talking about nothing either. About another. Look at that comment. See, another bossy woman.
That's sad, man. What's wrong with him, man?
He's a hater. He's not black. I guarantee you, he's not black. I guarantee you, that's a cracker right there. Because that's what crackers do. They hide behind this little whatever. Because he's a cracker. He's tearing down black folks' stuff. That's the sad part about it. But I'm not the one, because you can't tear down man, honey.
They don't want to see us unite. They don't want to see us unified. They want to see us breaking back and forth and cuss each other out. That's what they like, stuff like that. And black people fall for that shit every day. It's like, that's what they like to see. They don't want to see unity.
We're not going to focus on return, but King ain't doing nothing but talking to trying to tear down what black folk doing. I ain't worried about him. Unless he come on here and have something to say, he can chat all he wants because he's a nothing to me because I think he a cracker. Crackers talk like this about black folk. They come here, COINTELPRO, trying to tear down other folks' stuff when they not building nothing. I'm onto it. I was built for this, baby. I was built for this.
And that's what I'm saying. Let me say it, because like all of these
taking
people,
our money, you ain't giving no money. You ain't got no money to give. What you talking about? You ain't got no money to give.
No, it's okay. It's because this is the topic. That's what I'm saying. This is the cost.
Exactly. He's proving our point right there. Look at this. He's proving our point. Go ahead, return, finish. Go ahead and finish, bro. Yeah. You ain't no brother. Here's a cracker right there. Go ahead, though.
No, but then and the point is though, because like I said, when I just showed the sister who's taught it, like it ain't even talking about whether she was doing something or not or whatever. Like, damn, like won't you learn how to do that? Because we sit there and complain about all of these things. Like I said, I know when I start doing it, all of a sudden, like I need, like one side say I need to be doing it this way, another side say, oh no, you're scamming, you're just trying to get our money. And the point is, I tell them, like one brother got mad at me who was supposed to be in the thing that we was doing, like, oh yeah, y'all just talking, I ain't doing nothing, bro. That's because you, like, I'm not the one who's supposed to be living your life. You are the one who's supposed to be doing certain things to like you have to do what you're supposed to be doing. If you could do it better, then I'll support you and you go out there and do it, which is the whole point. Like you can absolutely like even if you asking questions, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole point is like it's not really do that. Like most people is out there hating. So no matter what anybody does, and I'm not saying that isn't scammers and that is a response, but you have the responsibility of doing something. Because like I see sisters that be running schools and really have schools deal with the same thing, and they really have these schools out there. Like I see other people doing what they do, and they really do these things. And it's usually people who are stuck on the negativity who have nothing to say, you know what I'm saying, or nothing to contribute, because then like how would you know something is wrong if you're not even in the thing to even know about the business in the first place? Because you would be like, yeah, from my experience, from the work I put in, then I would know that I have done this. And the thing is, so a lot of people don't want to talk about this, because I could say like names, because I've had people on here who Return of the Brother probably loves, you know what I'm saying, say the same thing about those people who said the same thing that the sister did, and people had the same thing to say when I defended those brothers, you know what I'm saying? Because they always have something negative to say, you know. Like I seen people get in beefs over all of the stuff that they're doing, and they have beefs with other black people. But it's like I'll pick and choose like certain things, you know, and that's why I try to call out everybody hypocrisy. And I tell y'all to come on here, which usually nobody does come on here, which is why I always have extra videos or whatever. And I say stuff to piss y'all off, so yes, y'all will come on here and defend this, you know, these points that y'all try to make, but y'all don't do that. And the fact is, I know that's why I even had this business thing, because it's not about the older people no more. It's about the younger people. Because like I'm about to show you something positive now, right? But if you look in there, you will see negative stuff from, you know, it's because we want to be comfortable. We don't want to be free. Like, you want to be Americans, you want to be this and that, you know what I'm saying? We're not none of that. I'm sorry to break it to you. You know, like Rashid said, you know, we have no friends. You know, at the end of the day, we are all we got. And if a business ain't doing something, I'm not going to support it. But what I'm going to do is make something better than that and make sure that that's going out there. Like, I'm not going to talk about the brother not building the school. I'm going to talk about the sister that is building the school. That's all people want to focus on, because it does come from the trauma. And that's why I don't blame people or get emotional, because a lot of that is coming from the trauma and from fear, because people don't want to do their own thing, so they can just criticize somebody else and say, oh, they ain't never gonna work, you ain't never gonna do this, you ain't never gonna make it. That's what people say all the time, you know. And then we wonder why we are in the situation that we in. Because I think one problem that y'all have is y'all will give people that y'all like and love passes, but I don't give nobody a pass, you know. If I'll call you out, and that's the thing, like, if you want to say that and let the sister answer it, you know. But the thing is, like I said, y'all can come on here. Oh, snap, what's up, Shanique back in the building, what's going on? I was just thinking about you. You were ever the other day, I was like, I ain't heard from them. But you know, if like she invited that sister on, you know what I'm saying, not like she was trying to come on. Just like if I was to bring somebody on, you know, whether I agree with them or not. You think I agree with most people's stuff, you know what I'm saying, that people believe in? I don't. But I'm not going to sit there and whatever, because who am I to tear it down if I haven't done anything about it? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you disagree, then I'll talk to you, you know what I'm saying? So don't even get crazy, because, you know, I'm chill about it, but I've seen it from both sides, you know, and then people get mad at you and then say, oh, y'all ain't doing nothing. Like, bro, we can meet up right now. Say we can meet up right now and let's do this. Or let's have a conference call about what me, you, and Return of the Brother. Matter of fact, we can get on the phone right now, since she ain't doing that. We know this is a need. Do you want to get on the phone call right now and put something together and try to do something somewhere else, or, you know, anything? Do you want to do that right now? You know, like, that's my question to you. Like, and I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking, you know. But anyway, y'all want to say something before I say something positive?
You know what? I'm listening to what you said, and you're exactly right. And Blanca, I do apologize, because you know what? Sometimes people are sent to distract, and that's a distraction right there. But we have to learn. But that distraction proved our point, because COINTELPRO is real. Why would we not support our own? She's doing something. I don't agree. I mean, that's my disagreement. But I'm not gonna pull her down, because I don't know what she supports, but her website, okay, now that we understand it, but you have people out there that would love to join her. Why would I tear her down or try to tear up what she's doing? Because she's still trying to free Black people. Do you understand what I'm saying, Forecast? Does anybody understand what I'm saying?
So not
I
only
understand
that,
what you're saying, Queen.
Not only
Yes.
that, consider saying this is wrong with your website. Maybe you can do this to, and I know somebody who can help you with this. Instead of saying, "Oh, you do," like you know what I'm saying. Like you could easily just do that too. I know they're gonna leave now because I'm not gonna block nobody. See, that's the thing. When people come on here, I don't block nobody.
That's why I
They
love
leave
you,
or they don't.
brother Forecast. That's why I got nothing but love for you, brother Forecast.
But do y'all notice they never come on here, or they stop talking after a while? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because you don't allow them to interfere in the conversation. But I'm gonna learn that. I'm getting there because
You don't let that bother you,
injustice.
You don't let that bother him.
Good at that.
You stay strong and move on.
I love
that. Salute for the Forecast. You don't let that bother him.
But it's bigger than me because they actually proved, like he came on here and literally proved the point. And sometimes people think they're distracting, but like even when First Rifleman, all of them, that's like me. Like even when they was like try to because I disagree with everything Cynthia G said too, But like that's like me saying I had First Rifleman on, so I can't work with you. Like what? Like I don't agree with that fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they come on and they prove my point, and that'd be the point of the show. And it seemed like I'm, like going left field, but it's not. It's really the point,
And that right there, we will, and this is showing us how we are. They will pay somebody to come in here to distract, to destroy what somebody else Black is building. And they use white folk, or they use Black folk that look like us, that's not for Black folk, and they'll come in and tear that thing down. And I just saw that right then and there. I saw that. We say we woke, but if you can't see through that, and we don't understand that they will use people just like that to tear down what Black folk is doing, I'm proud of this sister. I am proud of her, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because she's building. She's trying to do something for Black people, period. She told us they can't live among us, but they can invest, but they don't have a say. So my thing is, you're using their money just like they use our money, right? They use our money every day, right? $10 million. The agents use our money to build, right? So we can't use their money to build. Are you freaking crazy? You use every dime, long as they don't have to say. She said they don't have to say. She said they cannot live among us. But this fool right here try to make her look guilty and trying to pull down what she building. That's COINTELPRO right there. And I asked her, I said, what do you do? And I asked her for a reason. What do you do when COINTELPRO show up? Just like that right there? What do you do? We handle that. That right there was COINTELPRO in the flesh, you guys. We just saw it. That's how they do it. They'll tear down, hide behind a camera, be typing all kind of nonsense, throwing the conversation off, and throwing all that negative in there, and other people will join on because Black folk are not strong enough or smart enough to see through that stuff. People were not strong enough to see what he was doing. He was throwing shades and Black folk eating it up, jumping on his bandwagon. That full of cracker in there. You ain't gonna tell me that dude was Black. He was Black.
They love negative. They don't like positive. They used to negative. That's what they're used to.
But
they glorify that negative shit.
They tear down. They
How
don't
can you
build.
glorify that negative shit? It hurts
That's all
me,
they
man.
do, Rashid. That's all they do. They don't build nothing. They still kill and destroy. Whose attributes are those? And that's the attributes that was displayed today. And nobody is saying, nobody's speaking out loud. That's distraction. That was a COINTELPRO, and nobody understood it.
But no, consider it's not only that, right? Because we talked about like the nonprofits, and that's why we talk about this business thing. We get back to that because that's when people don't understand, like you'd be like urban areas and stuff like that. That's why I suspected it was, but like I don't know, But like I said, I have to look up the sister's whole history before I be like, and you should, before you give your money, do your research before you do that. Exactly.
But she was given advice. Right. She was given information. That's all it was, and wasn't supposed to be like it was. She was given information. If you don't agree, be quiet and just that's her building. That's her foundation. That's her function. There might be people out here that would love to join her. You don't tear down somebody else's stuff when you ain't doing nothing. You don't sit up there and say, oh, she this, that, and the other. You don't even know her. Nobody did any research on her because nobody knew she was coming. So do your research first, then you open your mouth. But that right there was COINTELPRO. We saw it in the flesh, you guys. Do you understand COINTELPRO? Do we understand what COINTELPRO looks like? That was it.
And
That was it right there.
That was sad,
He
man.
gonna
That
go
was
and tear
wicked.
down somebody else's stuff when your ass ain't doing nothing.
That's demon. That's
sad.
not but the devil. It's not but the devil. And on the stairs. It's not but the devil touching that stuff. Not but the devil. Devil see you do something crazy, they gonna find a way to destroy it and break and divide us. That's what they like to see us do. They want you to be divided. They
Right.
entertain that stuff. They love that stuff.
Right.
That's how they watch you like as a movie. Like we like a movie to them. They like watch us hang each other, cuss each other out. They don't want to see us come together and build. 'Cause it would crush their comedy, crush their system. 'Cause their system was based on us killing each other, lift them up, keep them richer, while we destroy each other, keep everybody in power. Because right now, they got you worship material and fame while they worship power. They care about, they believe in power. They hold on to their power. They, like Umar Johnson said, they believe in power. They got black people in America glorify fame and ritual and all that other stuff. That shit ain't no good. What you gonna leave for your kids when you die day tomorrow? How your kids gonna survive and maintain? They gonna suffer the worst pain. You ain't thinking their future. See how crackers do? They plan their long future ahead before their time is up. Right? That's why they stay in power, because they pass down to their kids. After their kids, they keep their power going. They don't glorify fame and all that nonsense. No, they don't do what white people do in this country. They created it, started, but that don't mean you gotta fall into it. It's good. They got you so brainwashed. Think that the white is ice cold and not theirs. That's what bothers me. They got you so sick in the brain. No, and you know what's crazy? The white people are coming out and telling you right in your face that we done this to you. The white people are coming out and speaking the truth. Look at Russia. They mad at him because he's starting to come out the truth and say that Jesus was really black. He was a black Messiah. He was no white Europeans. We have been tricked and lied. The world is being exposed. They're exposing America. If this don't wake y'all up, I don't know what to tell y'all. We are being exposed, bro, brothers and sisters. I hate to say, a lot of our people ain't gonna make it. It's gonna be a strong one's gonna survive, and weak gonna perish. Cause it's gonna be a time that a lot of coons and sellouts gonna get their wake up call. And ain't no coming back to us. You stay over there, cause once you sell out, you will always be a sellout. We can't never trust you. Once you sell out once, we'll always stay like this. Cause in the day, a lot of them is getting their wake up. But look at the rappers, the celebrities. They getting their wake up call. Look at P. Diddy. They thought they was part of their group. They thought they was with the white European power because they got all that money. My ain't don't mean nothing. If you ain't doing nothing right with your bread, giving it back and creating nothing for your people and creating jobs, all you doing is doing evil and think you gonna get away and live in fantasy world. You got other things coming. Everything got its fire state. And evil don't last. Good will always outweigh the evil. Always remember that. Because I'm loving it. This is the year of the truth. And truth gonna be exposed. Whether you like it or not. And I love it. I'm hoping. I can't wait. A lot of rappers, Jay-Z, they coming in for Jay-Z. They coming for Beyonce. Everybody. Don't be surprised, Queen. They gonna get their hell wake-up call. And you know what bothers me? Black people praise them. Like they did something. It's that sickness. People worship their celebrity. It's sad. And they're not giving you nothing back to your community. They're not creating nothing. They ain't giving none of that money to you. And you praise them. Who does that? Come on now.
Yeah. Blanca said they must have been yo, let me tell you, like, don't just look at the numbers. There's people that listen. At first I thought I was tripping because like people say, I was like, ain't no way you said nothing about I be like, never mind. That's a whole nother thing. But people do be listening to what we say. So, and I want to say this too, like one of the first things I learned about like the nonprofits and the business, and especially when you get funding to bring, it's got to be ways to go around that. I could get like if you have like a certain business, you can not only deal with the water thing, so I ain't got to ask black people for money, you know what I'm saying? Even though I still give you some water, I ain't got to ask black people for the money because like, there's other ways around it. So when I get these, when you have these nonprofits, you can like say, "Oh, Kroger, you sponsor me," and you get gift cards or whatever for like $15 or whatever, $20, and then you give it to the young Black people in that community, and then those young Black men, instead of you sitting there lecturing them and ain't giving them nothing, now at least you have something to like go to the youth and talk to them. When you talking to them, you can at least like, look, like this ain't much, but this is what I can do, and if we do this, you might not get all of them, you will get some of them, but the whole thing is a damn process. But Cassandra will tell you when she's dealing with her business, if you sit there and be like, I'm going to be like, whatever with your business wise, like they're, of course, you're gonna have to deal with the whole legal aspect and like be fighting it in court. And they just tried to shut down them sisters who had the thing. Hell, they sued for the Black farmers for discriminating them in the first place, And so what I think that sister is saying is like playing the game, using it and using their resources.
Totally. You can't say what you know what, forecast, even with that, I'm sorry for interrupting, but even with that, you can't be on live and say, "Oh, I'm gonna do." No, you don't. So y'all expecting to hear something. Even in the chat, I was telling her, and I even told Maurice there was certain things that she cannot talk about or say. Really, you know what I'm saying? So we asked her, "Where's the land?" You don't need to know that on here. You around about, but I told her, don't get addressed. And there's certain things she cannot say. You can't say, "Oh, it's I follow Black folk." You can't say that. You can do what they do. Operate the same way they do, but for yours. Just like they operate for theirs, you operate the same way for yours. We don't have to say everything.
And she gave you the game. She said you don't have to be a member or a business partner with anybody. Like that means in your business, like you don't have to go to her business. And your business, that means you don't have to be a business partner with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But Black folk waiting to hear, "Oh, I'm gonna do just for." You can't say that. Do you ever hear white folks saying, "I'm gonna just do for white folk"? No, they just do it, right? Okay, so why do we have to say, "Oh, I'm gonna do just for Black people"? You don't have to say that to be doing what you do. White folk don't say that, do they? Or am I wrong? Have you guys ever heard a white person say, "I'm just gonna do for white folk"?
No.
Thank you. They just do it, right?
They just do it. Okay. They don't talk about it. They just do it.
Why do Black folk do that? Stop with the title. Stop saying it.
Just do it. Just do it.
Thank you. So y'all mad at her because she's not saying, "I'm just gonna do for Black folk." But all the time, I can put what I want on my website, but I know what I'm gonna do. But I'm not gonna tell you on live Facebook or YouTube what I'm gonna do. No, that's stupidity. That's not good business sense, you guys. You already know that we have attorneys. They have attorneys that's going after every Black company, every Black foundation to say, "I'm just doing for Black people." That's discrimination. We know that, right? So stop saying it. Do like they do, period. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have to say it out loud, but you guys understand what I'm saying.
Yes,
so let's just stop with the nonsense. I rest my mic.
Yes, that's right. They don't be precious about what they gonna do. They look out for their own, but they don't preach about it. They just do it. They don't talk about it. They just let it be known. Why can't we live like how they live, how they do what they for their people? They don't go around bragging. They just do it and let you see it for yourself. And it bothers me that we are so ignorant of the fault in their dumbness. What's up with that? I be feeling embarrassed sometimes when I'm around my folks. It's so embarrassment the way we live in this country. And the Americans supposed to be so-called great. Why are we so divided then? Why us as a Black race so divided? Tell me, why are we so divided? I can't do it by myself. I need people in my life. Ain't no way I could do it. I felt for all these lies I was told all my life. I knew I wasn't crazy. I see why they had me on medicine and Ritalin, because I knew too much. I seen now why they put me on Ritalin now, where I was coming up as a kid, because I knew too much. I was just so smart. And they say we gotta put him on Ritalin and keep him quiet. Exactly. They had me on zombie robot. They had me on zombie. They had me like zombie potlet. I was taking Metadate CD. That shit had me like psycho zombies for some reason. It had me like zombie out. Huh?
That's the side effects.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
They knew what they was doing on purpose because I knew I was so smart and I knew too much. They had to keep me quiet. Right. That was where I was in the elementary school. I was in the special ed. They had me on. When I was this parent I was with, this foster lady, she had me in special ed. I was in an learning disability class, and they tried their best to try to make me turn mentally retarded. They tried their best, but it didn't work. I got out of there. Once I got 21, I got the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
A lot of that Dr. Parents.
they used to try
Huh?
to hit you with like the Ritalin and all that stuff too. Is all that?
Yes, they
Yeah.
hit me with all that. And I had to get out of there. I had to step out. I had to step away. They tried to keep me at the swell page, cut your bill. They wanted to keep me at swell. My real mind told me, come to me, baby, and be a man. And my mom, I learned how to be a man. So I moved to my mom. I started from the bottom. I had a man, then on it. I said, nah, I would have to start from the bottom and have my freedom because I walk out, do me, because I can't let you control me and keep me as a swell pen so you control me and take my money all my life. Nah, you wanted to keep me as swell pen and tell me save this, that. I'm not, 'Cause I know I read things, man. I had to figure out on my own. I said, now, how I'm gonna show you if I can be a man? You want to keep me as a kid. You want to keep me as a kid. I ain't, nah. You working with the system. I know I figured out on my own, and then I started doing my own thing, going to Social Security, get my check switched to my name, and the lady I stayed with, she was pissed the hell off, trying to get me fired. We'll go to Walmart, get me fired, because I won't let her take care of me. She got her feelings. She trying to get me fired, and it didn't work. She trying to get her daughter to come up to the job and had me fired, because I went and did, I was handling my own business and took care like a real grown man supposed to, and it bothered her. She didn't like that. Cause she was usually controlling me and doing me, doing what she wanted to tell me to do. I said, nah, I'm grown. I'm 21. Once I'm 21, I'm still an adult. You don't scare me. You can't scare me with that tack. All that trying to call the cops, that don't scare me because I'm an adult now. All the cops gonna say he's grown. He don't gotta come back to you no more. He's a grown man. And she hate that lady I stay with, may her rest in peace, but man, she hated that guy that was helping me at the Walmart, helping me do my own thing. She hated him, man, cause he was waking me up and letting me see the light. And I say, damn, this is what I've been lied to all this time. I say, I didn't even cry about it, man. I say, damn, I've been tricked all my life since I've been on this planet. And to this day, our kids are being lied to. It's sad. Our
Yeah.
kids are being brainwashed to this day. It's gonna take us to break that cycle and change that mind. Cause I changed. If I could change, you could do it. Cause I had to re-educate myself. I had to take my time, be by myself, and re-educate and start seeking knowledge, wisdom. Cause I'm ready to listen. I like to learn. That's one thing I like to do. I like to learn and find out who I really am. Once I knew I was, I said, damn, I've been lied to all my life. I knew I wasn't crazy. Had me thinking I was stupid, crazy. I didn't know what I was talking about. All this time I was telling the truth. All this time. That's crazy. That's why they had me on Ritalin. Because I knew what I was talking about. That's fucked
Exactly.
up. Huh?
Exactly. They were trying to dumb you down. That's what Shanique said. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what they were trying to do. They was feed you something that they ordinarily would arrest somebody for having, but they telling you need it. Ain't that something? That's what Ritalin is.
Yeah.
People don't understand what Ritalin is and what it does to kids, and then even into their adult lives. Why do you think they put our black boys? They start with our black boys, then they grow up and they're addicted to this Ritalin because it's a drug. It's a drug. Period. It's an illegal drug
Mm-hmm.
that we can't even take when we're adults. People don't even understand what it's connected to, but they'll put our babies on it. And we, as black parents, have to get over this because it's part of the system to put our black boys on this stuff to get them addicted, and they won't be able to think for themselves to be free.
Nope.
They're trying to dumb down our black boys and our black men because once you grow up on that stuff, you get addicted to it. So then you turn around, and when you come off of it, then now you're a grown man doing crack and cocaine, and then you wonder why? Because that's what you were raised up on. That's what Ritalin is. If people don't understand it, it's a drug.
Yup.
It's an illegal drug that you cannot take when you're an adult, but they'll give it to you as a child. Make it make sense.
Yup. Yup. That's
Yeah.
why I had to figure I had to get off that shit. I got off it and I started getting wiser and wiser. Once I got off that Ritalin, everything changed. My life changed. Everything changed. I started getting more wiser. I started getting more knowledgeable. I started getting stronger and stronger. And that's why that's what the Whitlam was doing. It was keeping me dumbed down, keeping me
Exactly. They
stupidity
did
and
it
all
on
that. And
purpose.
they're making money off you. They make money off
Yes.
your stupidity. They want
Yes.
that they put you on Ritalin,
Yes.
they get paid off of you.
Yes.
That's why they put
Yes.
kids on Ritalin.
Yes.
People black parents don't see that.
Nope.
It's all about money.
Yep.
They get paid off of that.
The school gets so much money just to put your child in special ed. And
Yes.
your child may not even be needing special ed.
I
They
didn't need
just
no
need some
special ed.
extra education to be taught differently. And they put your child on special ed, put them in special ed, then the schools get so much money. And who do you see in special ed? A lot of our black boys, right?
Yup.
You don't see a lot of black girls.
Yeah,
See
I'm just
little
smart.
black men like that.
I didn't need
It's
no
on
special ed. I was
purpose.
very smart in math. I didn't need no
Yeah.
special ed. I always had A+ in math. I didn't need no special ed. I was real good when it came to math and all that. I'm psychoing. Come on now. They ain't trying to make me retarded. They're trying to make me mentally retarded.
Of
There's something
course.
wrong with me.
It's on top. This is the part of America. This is the
Come on,
part of
man.
America that people don't talk about. How they really treat our men. This is it right here. You just
Thank
heard it from a black man. But guess what? Our parents are I'm telling you.
Just
I've
heard it from
seen
me.
it.
I just told you about it. What happened to me? I just
I've
told
seen
y'all.
it. I'm telling you, some of these boys don't need to be on this stuff, and they've had them on it so long now they don't know how. Or you've been told for 20 years that you dumb stupid and you on medication. Then you take a test normally and you blow the test out the water, and then you're looking like, man, I wasn't as dumb as they told me. No, but parents are to understand me. Parents are getting paid, getting that check to put their kids on medication. Isn't that something? We sell out our own children. Ain't
Yeah.
that something?
Yep. It was like my mom. My mom sent me to a foster child, and I was with the light Caucasian lady, and she stopped me while I was 13 years old. She tried to keep me forever, saying you ain't gonna know it. I said, I'm getting out of
Ain't that
this.
something?
She tried to keep
But
because
if
she
you
getting money off of
if
me.
you didn't have her a check, she wouldn't have had your behind in her house.
Nope.
But the system, this is what they do. This is what they use foster parents for. Okay, the same little boy, the young man that hit that teacher, they had that dude on all kind of medication. And where he come from a white family. He was in the foster care system too. White family had him on all kind of medication. He turned around and hit the teacher. Now they're trying to give him 30-some years. Really? But this is what we allow with our babies.
Yep.
This is sad. The whole
They
system is sad in America.
Yeah, they got me while I was 13 years old. I had to get out of there while I was 21. She tried to keep me while I was 21. I said, I'm not staying there. Once I got a regular job, I worked at Walmart. Then she was mad. She found out I moved back to my mom. I got my mom, Miss Holmes, the lady was going out the house. I just leave out the door because I don't go to work till 2:11. I said, I'm going back to my mom because I'm grown. I'm a grown ass man. I'm not staying with you. There's no hard feeling. I couldn't stand her daughter. She had a black daughter too. She had a misdance. She had a black daughter and black son. And I ain't like she was, man, she was trying to keep us dumbed down, trying to keep us to swear pain, cut your bed off. But my mom was caught up in the street. She didn't know better, but I moved back to my mom and started over and start being a real man. I start growing and start getting older. I start getting old. I turned 21 back in the day. It was back. I'm 39 now. I just turned 39 April 7th. 2 weeks ago, I just turned 39. And
Happy birthday, my brother.
thank you. It's been like 18 years.
Happy birthday. Look at you now, though. Look at you now. Look at
Yep.
you now.
Look at me now. Wiser, very wise and everything. I became my own man because he told my mom that he ain't gonna make it. He gonna end up being a crazy home. My mom, the only one that stood by me and believed me, said, I believe my son gonna be a man. And I'm doing just like my mom said I was gonna do. Because the lady I stayed with, she thought I was gonna be in the crazy home. Because I ain't know, because I ain't know nothing about the street and all that. Because she tried to keep me as a square pen. Because you wanted to keep my money. You wanted to keep getting paid off of me. You wasn't putting no money up for me. None of that stuff. I said, how I'm gonna show you if I could be a man? You want to keep me as a square pen. I'm gonna show you if I could be a man. You want to keep me when I'm 21. I can't do that. I'm gonna show you I could be a man. And her son told her that she is a real man. And know what she did? When she see me again, she gave me a big hug because she ain't nothing to say. All she do is be quiet. Cause then I came up, I mean enough, I still came up here and paid my respect. And came to up here and paid my respect and all that. That's how real I am. I'm a real dude.
But you understand, do you see the system? The system will put our children with them. And that they're part of the system. So yeah, she was gonna do what the system told her to do to our black men. She's part of the system.
She wanted to keep me as a square pen. She wanted to keep me for a long time because she loved me to death because she took care of me, but she bought me stuff and all that, but she wasn't putting no money up like she was going to give me money what she wanted to give me, like $20 here, because she was getting like check for me. She was getting a check for me every first of the month. But I started being my own page, and she got in her feelings. She was pissed. She tried to go up to the job, get me fired, because I thought I went to handle my own business. I handled my own business as a man and took care of myself. And she got in her feelings saying, I'm gonna get you fired and all that nonsense. She couldn't stand that guy that was helping me. That was a door greeter. She was pissed at him. She couldn't stand him. Cause he was waking me up and letting me see the light. And she didn't like that. You know, when you fuck they dream, when you fuck them getting all that money, they get in their feelings. They show their true color. She didn't really truly love me. If you truly love me, why are you getting upset? You tell me, sis.
Yeah. But
You didn't love me like that. You love me only for my money. That's when you wanted me there. That's all you wanted. You love me for was for my money. That's all. Everybody was telling me, you get out of here. You better off to stay with your mom and start over and start from the bottom and work your way up. Even if a house was nice, I would rather start from the bottom and work my way up. And that's what I did.
Right. Yeah, you definitely, and my brother is definitely a soldier right now, and realer than most people, you know. And that's the thing, you know, we talk about all the time, and that's why I always say like about putting yourself in the school system, because like, yeah, they give them drugs, they act like a hyper masculine and all this other nonsense, you know, and they suspend the young black boys, and then we'd be surprised about it, you know. So that's definitely the truth, you know. What's going on, my brother Anthony?
And the lady was only dealt with all boys in the house. She didn't want no ladies in the crib staying there. Like, she was dealing with all boys. She ain't let you have no girls coming over there, none of that shit.
Yeah,
that lady was strict. That lady was strict. She was very strict too.
Huh? No, yeah, I was just listening. I was like, I was just listening.
She ain't allowed no girls in the house. She did with all men in the house.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them do be on some other stuff a lot of times, because my sister had to go to a home, you know, when she was young, and she had got in trouble. And so I know about a lot of those homes and how they do it. And then like the white person that be in there usually be in here, they be drug addicts. That's a whole nother story though. But like I said, I wasn't gonna be on here long, you know. And I do have to show something positive, because we did see too much negative stuff today. And you know why? And I shouldn't say this, but I'm not mad at people like Return of the Brother if he is black, because they might still be on Ritalin as grown men. And I'm not joking about that, because like, you know, it's a docile nature. And you know, like I said, if people wanted to disagree, because you notice, Casidro, when we talking about what we're talking about, it don't say the same amount of people, but they thought we was talking about beef or anything like that, then it's people here. But you know, of course, nobody would come on here to disagree. So, and I can say y'all names. Should I say their names? You know, and what?
Sure. You know me, I don't
care.
care.
I don't care. Sure, I don't care.
Well, that's everybody, really. Anybody who disagree with what we say. But the Return Brother, like even, you know, my brother Maurice, you know, it's all love. My brother, is still all love. You know, if you disagree, you could come on. My brother Bakari always disagree.
We all gonna have a disagreement. That don't mean we don't like each other. We still gonna love each other as brothers and sisters. Everybody have their disagreement. We gotta stop letting that destroy us too, divide us too. Cause we don't agree with what I say. That don't mean nothing evil. We still love. In the day we still love each other. We still got each other back in the day. Everybody got disagreement here and there. Like white Europeans got disagreement, but they don't go against each other. They still stay on code. Why can't we do that?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yep.
You hear me, Queen? Why can't we do that, Queen?
I'm here. I got stuck. I couldn't get the button. I hear you, but you're right. You right.
Yeah.
I love you, sister. Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah. But even the other day when me and Anthony was on here, I know people may or may not like what I've said. Y'all can come on here and tell me about myself. I always tell y'all about yourself, because I think that y'all should know about the coon behavior that y'all have. So I welcome y'all to call me out on mine, you know, like, but let's talk about something positive, because I played this with Anthony was on here, but I don't think I think many people went to sleep. these brothers from New Era
This is
Detroit.
what they said. We want to take a moment to provide further context regarding our recent decision, particularly in light of at NPR's coverage earlier today. Since September, we've faced numerous threats following the opening of our store. Some we brushed off, while others included disturbing phone calls detailing what our son Langston wore when he was at the shop alone. In response, we've been strategizing within our means to avoid being targeted. This has involved frequently changing our operating hours, generating content after hours, and taking turns between my husband and me to oversee the store. Despite the challenges, our bookstore has brought immense joy, and we've been determined not to become another headline of controversy. We've worked tirelessly to create a safe space, not just for our community, but for our own family as well. So that statement came from Victoria Miller Scott, who is the wife of the story, and he talked about it. But within that story, he said this.
But if we had an organization, in the hood that could hold them down.
So basically,
point blank, period. That's the reason that we out here, to protect innocent people and give people who just trying to go about their day-to-day life a sense of safety and security as they move around their city in which they pay taxes for. People should feel safe in their environment.
So they basically said, we protect people. We want them to live in peace. And they do that. Now, if you have followed New Era Detroit, you have seen them do a lot. This is a true story about what's going on with this family in Raleigh, North Carolina. Our question is, where are the men? Where is the community? Ain't no way in hell in 2024 that we as a people should be allowing no trash like this to happen to any of our people. We wouldn't allow anything such to take place in Detroit, and it should not be happening anywhere else where we have able-bodied Black men. The demographic breakdown in Raleigh, North Carolina: white 55.45%, Black or African American 28.14%, two or more of the race tagged on this story over 100 times. And while we do not have a current chapter or relationship in the city of Raleigh, we are more than willing to help us and assist in any way we can. But at the end of the day, Black men got to step up and do more to hold down our ish, point blank, period. And so Zeke.
All right, so and basically the point is, before we find something wrong with these young brothers, let's answer what they were saying about the young brothers in Detroit, which I haven't done. I'm not in North Carolina. I'm in Virginia. I'm not sure if they had, and I do need to do my research on these brothers, because I've been trying to join brothers and hopefully build a camaraderie, and they help me with stuff too, because it's more than one way to do stuff. But maybe I can reach out to these brothers and see what's up with what they're doing, But before we say what they did wrong, and by the way, I'm not gonna play it, but this just some stuff they've been doing about with young children, going to the schools and stuff like that, giving them lunches and stuff. But like I said, before we talk about what they do wrong, are we going to answer what they're saying? Is if it's able-bodied Black men, we shouldn't have to do nothing anyway. But consider, I know you sent me this one the other day. What you think about it?
I think, hey, they're doing something that a lot of other places aren't doing. I've heard about New Era before. I've heard about them. Michi X has talked a little bit about them, and I've looked them up also. But I don't know anybody personally. But if they're helping, and I'm serious, it needs to be one in every city, and it should be one across America. Why aren't there? If we know New Era is doing it in Detroit, why are there not chapters in other cities? That's my question. Where are the men? We have a boatload of men. I'm not too far from Raleigh. Didn't know the bookstore was there. But where are the Raleigh men at? Where are the North Carolina chapters? Charlotte, Greensboro, okay, High Point, Raleigh. Where are you? Our men should be stepping up. We are so comfortable. We won't step up. I don't understand why Black men won't step up to do what they need to do. Because like you said, that shouldn't be happening. That bookstore should have had armed guards around that bookstore. So when they get a threat, come on with it. We ready. Seriously, when are we going to do something different? Armed veterans who know how to fight, who won't get triggered, who will stand there and support and protect. That's what men do. But we can't even get men to step up to do nothing nowadays. And I'm not talking about the ones that's here. I'm talking about the ones that's sitting down to have something to say about Detroit era, new era. Because you know somebody got something to say. You already know that. Who's doing absolutely nothing but sitting on their couch, listening and looking up stuff and saying, oh, that's making them feel uncomfortable because they're not doing anything. And that's what we do. We'll look at somebody else. This is what we do. COINTEL is real. We'll look at other Black folk doing something and we'll judge them when we're absolutely doing nothing. Make it make sense, family. I rest my mic.
Yeah, and let me say this. My brother Anthony just came on, and I'm gonna let my brother say something, and then Rashid, before we close out, I'm gonna let
What's
Rashid.
up, Anthony?
Yes. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's up, man? How y'all doing, man?
Good.
Hey, Mr. Sidra, how you doing? Hey, my brother, who's the brother? I don't know the brother's
Yeah,
name.
it's my brother. Yeah, my brother Rashid. Yeah.
Rashid, okay. Hey, what's up, brother Rashid? How you doing, man?
Good, brother Anthony.
Man, I'm kind of like a little melancholy, man, because we had a couple of funerals this weekend to go to. And then just yesterday, one of my good friends from a long time, he died. Yeah, yesterday, man. And, so it's kind of like, I'm trying to really just keep my head together right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, my brother.
Yeah, I just joined.
Sorry for your loss, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And yeah, man. I mean, I just joined. I ain't really get everything, but I was listening to the brother talk about the how going through the school system and through that other system. Yeah, I mean, I done heard that story, man. I know that story real good. I don't know it personally because I didn't go through it, but I got friends who went through it. You know what I'm saying? I got friends who went through it, man. The whole 9 yards. I mean, the Ritalin too. Kids I went to school with, was on the Ritalin, and what I mean, it's just, yeah, man. It's some, when I think about it now, you don't know what you know back at that time. But like when I look at it now, it's like, man, the shit make me so goddamn mad. You know what I'm saying? It made me so damn mad, man. But yeah, man, I just basically, I was enjoying everything y'all was saying, and everything y'all was saying was real, man. It was real, So I ain't really got too much to say right now, man. I just go and just roll with the flow, man. Y'all go on and talk about what y'all talking about.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna let my brother Rashid go in. But yeah, his story is far too common, and I see that with a lot of young brothers, and then even this, like I said, I ain't gonna go into that. We'll get into, because we're gonna go more into it next time we talk on Wednesday. But go ahead, Rashid.
Yeah, I enjoyed being your planner, man. I'm glad to come up here, man. I'm glad I was able to come up here when Queen was up here. I wanted to give her a flower, man. I'm glad I was able to come up, speak to you, brother Forecast and everybody else, cause I wanted to let it out, man, cause it needs to be heard, man. Cause sometimes you can't hold it, man. You gotta let it be known, man. Cause we all we got. We gotta wake up, work together, get out of that Stockholm, try to find a way to get rid of that Stockholm syndrome. You gotta find a way to get rid of that, because it was installed in all of us. You know how you download the app? That's the same thing that Crackerhead did in our mind. Like white supremacy, they installed that Stockholm release syndrome, where you never gonna think for yourself. You gonna always pin on them to think for you. Like that's how they call it television. I call it television, because all they do is tell nothing but lies to your vision to make you believe the lies. Instead, you believe in yourself and look at yourself. They got you believing them. They don't never want you know who you are. They want you always run away from yourself. They always want you to look towards them and have them think for you. And that's the problem. You got to get rid of that. Once you get rid of that Stockholm syndrome, everything can change overnight. It start with us. They're not gonna do it. It ain't their job to do it, because their job is complete. It's gonna be on you to change. You gotta change. Look in the mirror. See, how can I be a better person? How can I better my community? How can I better me and my community? It ain't about no competing. It's about us. Get out of that mindset that it's all about you. It's not about you. It's about collective. We got to get out of that. Get back of building nature and building each other up and working together so we can live a better life. There's enough money for everybody to live a comfortable life. We don't got to tear down each other, harm each other, rob and stealing, trying to compete with one another. Let's work together. We are not each other competition. The other nation's your competition, not you. Get out of that mindset. Stop running away from yourself and be you and love you. And I pass my mic.
Yeah. And let me show y'all real quick because I want to say something to y'all before we close out. But this is the a good reason I wanted to come on here. Go ahead, Anthony.
Just, I'm forgive me for it. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
But I just want to show you something that's pertinent to the conversation. Y'all see this book?
Yeah, Umar Johnson.
I know about the Umar Johnson. I listen all about Umar Johnson. I be all in his knowledge. I know about that.
Hey, this is a good book. I mean, and it speaks to what the brother was talking about. You know, his whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
It speaks about what I was talking about just now, Anthony.
Yeah, about the psychoacademic Holocaust.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. And because I want to ask y'all something because like that made me even think of something to ask y'all like as we close out, you know, because they brought up that brother's name and I want to say something and let Casidra, you know, kind of get, you know, everything out because I agree with her, you know, and you know, we sick, you know, but I don't hold it against us. But I want to show y'all something that I was gonna come on here and do anyway. Now this is one sister. Of course, you have a bunch. You have Erica with you know, Chef in the Chair. Then oh man, how can I even forget that right now? What's the name of the Smoothie Queen? I'm sorry, I was tripping for a second. The Smoothie Queen. This is another sister, and I think she's in my area. Is who has like sweet bars or something. Let me see.
People on national television.
I just saw
and now
about
Chef
a lot of
D-May
this.
is here to share the experience of the Sweet Bar with us. I've just been getting excited about the smell. I promise I won't eat during this interview because we want to hear all about you and what you brought to share with us.
Thank you. Well, I have a little array of desserts here. So we offer our gourmet cinnamon rolls. That's our signature dessert. So I have the minis here, which some people think are pretty large, but we also have our large
I wish I could.
version of
I don't
them.
want to
So we
skip
have our
it, but
original, our peach
I don't
cobbler,
want to take
and
too long.
our Oreo cookies and cream.
And so how did you get into this?
Right. So, you know, and she kind of goes on her story with it. But also you have you know, the top 10 businesses in RVA, you know, we have the Autumn Lounge, you know. I just want, since Bakari been slipping on this black business, you know, this is a computer. Now I haven't verified all of these places. Let me get that clear first, you know. This is black people saying that, you know. You have Fruit Bee something. I clicked on this one. I don't want to click on it now because it's going to freeze. You have Vertical Appeal, which is you know, it's about a dance place, you know, learning dance, you know, like actual dance. And then there's a place here where you have like, you know, so it's a whole bunch of black businesses here, you know what I'm saying, that people is tagging. I just had to put that up, you know. Did y'all want to say something first before I ask y'all, or you want to say something about or promote a black business or say something?
Yeah. Hey, whenever y'all get a chance to come down here to Shreveport, Louisiana, come to I want y'all to stop by Eddie's Restaurant, man. We got the best stuffed. It's the home of the stuffed shrimp, man. It's a black-owned business. It's been around for quite a long time, man.
That's good.
Yeah, it's called Eddie's Restaurant. The home.
Wait, New Orleans? Is it New Orleans?
No, it's in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Damn, I thought it was in New Orleans. I'm going to New Orleans for Essence Festivals. I go every year. I be go down there grinding, clocking. I'm a businessman. I book for myself. Man, I was hoping you say New Orleans.
Yeah, we're in Shreveport up at Northwest Louisiana. Yeah.
Damn, man. I thought you was gonna say New Orleans, man. I was hoping.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's all Louisiana. But yeah, we got a Brother Seafood, man, that's been around since the 1920s. A black business that's been around for over 100 years here in Shreveport, man. You know, Louisiana, you know, seafood, gumbo, and red beans and rice, all the Louisiana favorites, man. So I just shout them out right there, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Salute
It's
you, man. That's what we gotta do. Feed each other, man. It's called feeding one another. Stop feeding out the race that don't feed you. That's the problem. We gotta get out of that. Lord, we gotta get out of being loyal to other race that's not loyal to you. That's what I be saying. That's why I've been speaking all this year. We gotta stop being loyal to the other nation that's never loyal to you. That's a sick mindset. That's called mental illness. You gotta get rid of that. Once we start being loyal to each other, it won't be no black. It won't. We can end the starvation overnight. You know what I'm saying? And we can end that starvation overnight, black starvation. If we keep our finances within our own group, stop being the consumers. We gotta stop being the big consumers. We have to. If we want to maintain and survive and stay alive. I'm not ain't nothing I'm saying anything wrong. Queen, sister, brothers.
No, yeah,
I
all
pass
facts.
it by mic.
I totally agree.
Yeah, all facts. And consider it, and I know today that you tried to bring on a sister who's talking about something. I know you, if you have any black, by the way, any black businesses, you know, you could say or promote it as you know, or pull it up or whatever, you know, that you think we should be supporting. But also, let me say this, you know, because when the sister, they was taking it to somewhere else, and they was, because I've seen the same thing, you know, happen. And they was in there tripping. I'm not gonna lie, you know. Now I don't like, because I wouldn't block nobody either, you know what I'm saying. So I can't say nothing about that, you know. But they was doing the typical thing, and that's what I disagree with, you know what I'm saying. Even if I disagree with her or not, which I learned something from her, which I can apply, even if I work with her or not. And not saying I am or I'm not, you know. But she says something, things that I like, oh well, I need to look into that for myself to see if I can apply that some way, whether she is into it or not, you know. And the thing is, like, that's the truth. Like, y'all start going to somewhere that was left, you know what I'm saying, and then acting like, you know, oh, he's just asking questions. But then you start saying, well, you're defending when she clearly say, yo, I ain't for that, I ain't against it, because I know how they try to twist my words and come after my business, and I end up tied up in court. And then, well, you sound like, you know, you defend it. And let's be real, like, you know, like, black people aren't like black only, you know what I'm saying? Because like, we don't know the definition. It's black before any goddamn thing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't a black dude before, I'm not a man before I'm black, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even, well, I'm a homo sapien, so I guess that's the same thing. I ain't no Neanderthal, so that's different. But you know what I'm saying? Like, when black people is black people, it is what it is. But when you start trying to take, like, you doing this on purpose because you are, let's be real, cowards. You don't want to face reality. You don't want to deal with the truth, because if that's the truth, you would know from your own reference by what you're doing, number one. Number two, you be like, man, I've seen this before. I ain't gonna be here. I'm gonna go back to what I'm doing that's more productive if you don't agree. You know what I'm saying? Even if you asking questions and then you hear something, you know, well, I don't agree with that, so, you know, I'm good, thank you. But then when you keep going on something that has nothing to even do with it, because I see y'all do it all the time, but they don't come on here because it don't bother me. I know how to get it back to the whole point, you know. And by the way, you see they all ran, y'all. You see they never come on here. They ran. I'm saying that y'all ran. When I said you have any disagreements, y'all can not listen all you want to, but you're scared to come on here and tell me that you disagree. And that go for all of y'all, you know what I'm saying? I know Bakari, he been acting like he sleep, but he's scared too, you know what I'm saying? I'm just messing with Bakari, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know. But at the end of the day, that brother didn't come on here because that's what it's all about. But I know how to use that to our advantage because it's proving my point. What is a trade, or what are they gonna do besides contribute to? Because if we, like I said the other day, if we was doing what we supposed to be doing, nobody can infiltrate nothing. What are they gonna do? Put money into it? You know what I'm saying? Because we know we need food. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, come help us grow the stuff in the field? You know what I'm saying? Or like, and if they try to stop it, you got the right to defend yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see somebody who's trying to poison the fields, then you know what I'm saying, there's consequences, but it ain't no damn consequence. That's why we take the micro stuff and pick each other's stuff apart, so we ain't got to deal with the truth or the reality that you cowards, and that's what you are. You know what I'm saying? We are. I'm not gonna exclude myself. You know what I'm saying? But I learned not to like, because I seen that when I started doing, if you do anything, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. It's like you just talking on here. Well, okay, well, I'm doing this. Well, are you really doing that? Let me see this. Let me see. Okay, I'll let you see this. Well, I still don't trust it because, well, okay, don't trust it. Show me what you're doing. I'll support yours then. You know, we'll get behind. Well, I ain't really doing nothing right now. Well, how about we meet up or talk right now so we can, well, I'm busy right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, even I was telling the brother, like with the grocery store, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't know nothing about running. That's your dream. I'm here to help you, support you. You know, I can't do it for you though. I don't know nothing about making the damn grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing I got into, maybe I can connect you with farmers now. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had done that, but you sitting there mad at me because I ain't putting your dream first. You know what I'm saying? It's your dream. That my whole goal was to like have different groups of people doing something, and we put our efforts together. Not, oh, I got to do everything for everybody, you know. Because Sidra has room in the bush. Like, oh yeah, I support her and everything she's doing. I like to donate or whatever to her, you know. But she has room in the bush, you know what I'm saying? Like, and whatever we're trying to do, you know, we put that together and we support each other. Not, you know, I'm her lead or she's my, none of that, you know. That's how y'all see it. But anyway, I'm sorry, Sidra. I had to let mine out. Go ahead and let it out, Sidra. Go in on them. You know?
You funny for kids. You know what, you guys? I am just like, just know that when I am talking or speaking to somebody, I may see things different. I believe that this sister's building for Black people. Rather, that is her gift. And I do. She said that she's not gay. I want to explain that, but she works with LGBT. They got to have somewhere to go. Okay, I'm just saying. But in Cassie Land, I already know how Cassie Land is, so they can't come to Cassie Land, but they have a place to go. If they're Black first, and they are looking to go somewhere that's going to support them, or that's going to keep them safe, or that's going to be a Black space for them, then who am I to go against her vision? I can't tear that down. If you don't agree, then find somewhere else to go. But don't tear hers down. That's her vision that the universe gave her. Maybe they'll get over there and see something and get some healing and be straight. I don't know. I'm just saying. But know that they're still Black, right? And long as she's helping Black people, and she had the right vision, because, you know, she stated where she stood, and I agree with where she stood. I'm just saying. But I'm not going to see somebody that's doing something for Black folk and not say nothing because I don't agree with it 100%. And I'm definitely not going to tear it down. I swear I'm not. And it bothered me. And that's why I asked a question about COINTELPRO, because I believe COINTELPRO was demonstrated on this live and that one. And on this live, we caught it. That live, we did not. You understand what I'm saying? And this is how we have to start recognizing when their infiltrators come. Period. We're not here to argue with them. We're just trying to let them know that I see you and shut it down. And I know you guys be silent, but I deal with it a different way. I'm going to try to get there, but it ain't going to be tonight. But I just want you guys to understand that we're supposed to support Black first. Are we not? That's what we do. So why would we not support our sister who is Black first, who told us she was Black first? But because if I'm telling you I'm Black first, but I don't go into a whole lot of details on live, on a national program, y'all can't read between lines. You understand what I'm saying? People don't have to come on here and say, I'm Black first and I only want to deal for Black people. And that's not what we're going to act like white folk do. We're going to do it the way they do it. They don't tell you they just for their own. They just show you, don't we? So why aren't we doing the same? So why do we need to hear it? Why do we need to hear it? We're not here to say it. We're not going to sabotage ourselves. And that's what you wanted her to do, to sabotage herself on national YouTube. Are you serious? No, we're not doing that. And anybody that went against that sister Anybody that went against that sister, shame on you. You're not for black folk, period. Yep. And I saw through that, and I see through you.
That's a
and you're
sellout.
not
They the
welcome.
traitor. That's not
And
my
you're
traitor.
not welcome.
Hey,
And that's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of black folk going against their own, who's doing something for somebody, and you're not doing nothing. That's why I asked the young man, what are you doing? And I do believe that he was white. That's why he wouldn't show his face. That's why he wouldn't come on, because he was a Caucasus Mountain, a snow person. And that's why he wouldn't. And I called him out. And what'd he do? Oh, man, she saw me. He thought he was going to do what he did over here, like he did over there. You ain't coming over here with that.
By the way, even
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to cut you. I was like, if he would have came on, I could hear it too, by the way. So I would have let him on anyway. I could hear like what the difference is and what he say. So, but yeah, you're right though. You're right, Cassandra. I agree with you.
Hey, 4Ks, and that's the whole thing behind the symbolism behind like the book that said by the door. We supposed to do it, and we don't have to run our mouth about what we do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You ain't got to go out there and tell everybody, oh, hey man, this is what I'm doing, and everybody know. I mean, that's damn, they're trying to sabotage your own self. Do it. Hey, do it with your head down. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody know what you're doing. And then when that time comes for you to hit them in the mouth, it's gonna be a surprise.
But even with that, if you know something, then say something. If somebody come on here and they're telling you about their dream and you've not researched it, why are you opening your mouth? Let her talk. Why are you opening up your mouth if you don't have facts on what you're saying? You on there disrespecting a woman's name and everything. That wasn't called for. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that behavior. Sorry. I don't care. That's disrespectful, period. So what we gonna do, sorry. So what you gonna do is bring us some fact. Bring us some fact. Don't come on here and disrespect her and you don't have fact to back it up. You just COINTELPRO, period. And I rest my mic.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is, and shouts out to Shanique, because it's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? They still running Shanique. They see, like, I say stuff sometimes, even when I was like, sometimes I say stuff even worse to make y'all mad so that y'all come on and defend yourselves. But for some reason, they don't defend themselves, and I'll give you the room to come on here and prove me wrong. And you know what? Every time I come on here, I hope that I'm wrong and like none of this has happened and I'm just tripping. But unfortunately, it just don't look that way. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, and this time it was way more people in here, you know what I'm saying? Because they probably thought we was going to like be dissing people. But I'm not going to ever come on here arguing with black people. I'm not going to sit here because that's like, to me, like how, and it's like, maybe y'all feel like that way because I say like, what I think, but to me, when y'all do that, it look like y'all be putting on the like the black face on and the tap shoes and y'all just like dancing and they making money off of us going at each other. And we too like crazy to even realize it. That's even why I say the stuff that I say. But I want you to come on here because like for number one, I think that a lot of the talking points is easily debunked and we should be talking about it. But, they're scared because I realize it's comfort that they want, not even equality, the hell with freedom. The hell, freedom is gone, We just want to be comfortable in this whole system, living in this place, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you check out the show last night?
Man, I couldn't even look. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say nothing because I gave everybody a chance to disagree. I'm not gonna say nothing else so they get mad.
All I'm saying, man, I'm kind of a little bit confused. I'm like, I kind of felt some type of way, man.
That's why I don't listen to it, my brother. After a while.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
But that's like, I might as well say it now because I said everything else.
Yeah.
My brother, let me say this. And mute real quick because I gotta say this. I might as well. We're gonna get off of here right now because I'm about to. You know what? Because I might as well say it because everybody probably disagree and they probably listening and I don't know if they are or not, but like that's what I'm saying. Like that mentality, the clone mentality, is like y'all are like the magical Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all laugh at everybody else. but you cannot, y'all have to stop calling out other people when you're doing the same damn thing that they're doing. And then when you keep talking about certain talking points over and over and over, like that don't even really come from us, you know what I'm saying? What they call it is knowing, whatever they call it, unknowing, a part of the being this stuff unknowing. But what I'm saying is like sometimes we condone a lot of nonsense that be on our stuff because of our ideologies, because of our backgrounds. Y'all are hella biased, and that's the thing I'll be trying to call. That's why I say come call me out on my bias. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are hella biased with the stuff that y'all believe in, and I don't give a damn about none of that. I'm gonna say like, yo, this clone is this stuff right here is clone talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is the thing that I see over and over and over. And with some people, they will they would say they would judge somebody when, how can you judge somebody when people have made the same judgments about you? And then they have said the same things to me, like, you know, about you when, and this is, I'm mixing up people. So I'm gonna stop there, y'all, you know, before I say something. We're gonna get off of here. I appreciate y'all for coming on here. Y'all got any last words before we get off here?
That's it, man.
All right.
And have a good night, y'all.
Appreciate you, Rashid.
I enjoy coming to the stage. Have a good night, Queen. Anthony.
Yeah, appreciate it. Anthony, you still there? I don't know if you froze, my brother.
It's like he froze.
Yeah.
What about Queen? You still there, Queen?
Oh yeah, there you go, Anthony. But you on mute though. All right, you good, my brother? I can't hear you. You on mute.
Can't hear you, Anthony. You on mute.
Nah, yeah. Yeah, you off mute, but I can't hear you. You might have to go out and come back in if you want to say something. Well, all right, yeah, consider it. We're gonna be back Wednesday at 8:30. And I understand your frustration, but just like you said, a lot of, like, what do you think happens when our children is being taught by white bitches since they in kindergarten? You know what I'm saying? We take that mentality. That's why I say I'm not as hard on the coons, but in reality, other people love coons, you know what I'm saying? And that's just being real. They all have coons that they would pay for. If they be like, we got to go after the coons first. Well, what about this person? Well, not this person. I give this person. Y'all don't want to deal with that part of this, the part of it, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're going to be back to discuss why in the hell won't Black people support each other, you know what I'm saying, in the first place. Go ahead, Anthony.
Hey man, my bad. That was my mom that called me, man.
Oh, you all right now? Yeah, talk to your moms, bro.
Yeah, my mom that called me, man. I was trying to say, man, my podcast.
No, talk to your moms, bro.
What's up, Anthony?
Hey, I just talked to her about an hour ago. But yeah, now what kiss me up, man. Kiss me up.
Well, I ain't say nothing. I was just you know, closing out just basically what I was just saying before you had got off. I was just saying we're gonna be back Wednesday at 8:30 to discuss it. And
Okay.
you know, people just want to be comfortable. I don't know if you heard all of that, but you know, y'all Black people is some haters, and then they be running. I don't know what the house.
Some things you gotta get out of that comfort zone and sacrifice things in life, man. Gotta get some things you want to get out of the comfort zone. You gonna have to get out of it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It was like, you know, like I did, you know, I mean, I thought we had a pretty, you know, the podcast was pretty good. I kind of felt like a, I don't know, man. It was like a, you know, like I can't put my finger on it, man. But I just felt some type of way. And then, you know, at the end of the show, hey, man, yeah, you know, Anthony and Porkhead had this show. You know, it was pretty interesting.
Oh, they brought that up.
Yeah, you know,
I didn't even see that part.
That was at the end, but I was just kind of like, I wanted to call brother and ask him, hey man, how you feel about this? You know what I mean? Because I'm like, you know, I didn't hate. I mean, I know I wasn't saying nothing derogatory against the brothers. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I was trying to be like a go-between, like, you know, let's come together. You know, we all had different opinions. But you know, I don't know, man. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, damn.
Okay, I gotta listen to it. I didn't even hear that part. I got off
Yeah,
before then.
that was at the end of the show. You know, one of the brothers said, "Yeah, man, y'all, Anthony, they had Four Kids had a show the other night, and it was pretty interesting what they were talking about. And you already know what that was. I'm just like,
I already told you, but that's why I say I ain't gonna like bite my tongue or whatever. It is what it is.
And like I was saying, I'm like, hey, man, look here, hey. I'm for all us brothers and sisters together, and I want to bring us together. We got differences, talk about it. But I think like it seemed to me like like somebody might have took some another way, and I'm hoping that ain't how it was, but I don't know,
Right.
man.
Well, that's why I try to tell you. That's why I like kind of because it would. That's why I try to tell you, But I ain't hear it, but I ain't going. It's still all love from with my brother.
Hey man, look here. I respect your brothers. I respect you. At the end of the day, you still my nigga, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, it's all good. It's still all love with
you still use that word, nigga, Anthony?
Hey, I had to do it this time because it was soft. I don't care. Hey, you forget to tell you, I'd never say that.
I hate that word, nigga.
Yeah, me too. But I'm just saying, I'm in a mentality right now because I was kind of pissed off, man. I'm like, we don't supposed to be like this, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to hold Cassandra on here too long. Cassandra, did you want to say something? I wanted to say.
I'm here, you guys, but I'm talking to Queen right now. I'm just trying, So you guys go ahead. I love you guys. Thank you for your help, and I'm gonna see you on Wednesday.
Okay.
See you Wednesday. All right, sis. Have a good night.
You too.
Right,
thank you, guys.
Good night,
I just don't think we need to be like this, man. Because we all brothers and sisters, man. We need to be together. And what I'm saying is, we acting like some N words. You know what I'm saying? With that kind of thing. This ain't what we ain't gonna wear nothing like that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because I'll be honest with you, like because ever since that stuff, like when I went on like Tanzan on platform and they were saying all that stuff about Khalid Muhammad, like because he got a scholarship, and then they didn't even like read the video. So I'm like, after that, I just listen to it. I ain't gonna get on there arguing and all of that, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I wouldn't feed into like, I wouldn't like be like, oh yeah, whatever, like, even though I heard it, I ain't heard that part or not, it's just that like, like I said before, like some of the topics, like it just be like the whole same old thing. But I tell Bakari the same thing. Bakari doesn't catch feelings like that. Me and Bakari argue all the time because I tell him the same thing, Some people don't catch feelings,
Yeah, I was on this show earlier today.
Yeah.
But I was kind of confused a little bit. You know what I'm saying, man?
I gotta listen to that part.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to have some discussions over there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And like I said, and for the brother, hey man, you know what? You're right, 100%. I don't use that word either, man. I despise it, but it just came out of me then, man. Because I was like, I felt like we was in some N-word stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, because I didn't even listen.
Hey, 4K. When I'm not talking about you.
Right.
I'm saying I feel like that was some Negro stuff, because hey man, we got our goal is one thing, man, is the liberation of African people, our people, black people, and we ain't got time for that stuff. I know we always have our disagreements, but hell, if we can't get along with each other, how the hell we gonna fight a war?
Right. Yeah, like I said,
I'm just like I was like. I expected more, from certain people, man. I'm like, okay, I know you got some people who say some crazy stuff, but I expect more, man. Like, no, man, that ain't us, bro.
What it was like some old beat me up stuff or something like that.
I mean, it was just the fact that we went to the show. I did most of the whole show, and like. At the end of the show, it's like, if you check out Brother Anthony and Brother Forkhead had an interesting show the other night, talk about some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I already knew what that was about.
Right.
What me and you was talking about.
Right. I didn't even see that. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even see that, but that's why I even said if people disagree with what I say.
Cause even going to the show, I was thinking like, well, man, I'm wondering if anybody took something the wrong way. And like I said, when we was talking, man, I was like trying to be like, hey, be the between you and some other brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I wasn't like dissing nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You wasn't dissing. We were just stating. You stated how you felt about certain things, and I'm like, okay, man, I can agree with some of that too.
Right.
But we grown men. Let's have discussion. But I'm like, the vibe that I got was like, like a us and them thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, no, yeah, but that's why I don't get into that whole. That's why I don't get into. Well, yeah, that's why I don't get into that whole.
Yeah, we got one fight, and we got to fight it as one people. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, that kind of really told me, and then I'm like, I mean, if I'm like, if you feel a certain way, man, let's talk about that right at the beginning. Let's get it out the way. Let's have a discussion because we really wouldn't talk about nothing else. I mean, there's a couple of topics, but I mean, it wasn't. We could have discussed that then. I would say, man, let's get 4 kids. Let's come on. Let's talk about it. Let's have a meeting with brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll say this right, because and you'll mute real quick because it's a feedback when I do it. Yeah, like even with that, because like I said, I ain't listened to it, and like I said, if they want me, if Koku want me, I still wouldn't disrespect his platform or nothing like that, and I don't want to go in there arguing either, which was my point. That's why I don't get into the whole ADOS and FBA stuff. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to tell people before, you know what I'm saying? I don't get into all of that. And yeah, I mean, like obviously, like there's certain people say like clone stuff on there. Like, what you want me to do about it? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't want to. I still wouldn't disrespect it. But like I said, Koku came on here every time that I've asked him to come on here to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So like, and if he asked me to come on there, I'll still come on there. Like I said, I'll listen to it, but I still feel like that. And if you want me to come on there and talk about it, I don't mind doing that either. But I won't do it either because I still wouldn't try to disrespect his platform or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I mean, like, damn, like you can find like even like I don't, like I said, I don't want to be saying people's name, but like we had like that dude Gas Him Up coming on there, like he be on like the dude like Antoine Daniels channel and all of that stuff and saying crazy stuff, and like I said, like we could be on there and we could talk about it. I'll listen to it if you think I should, but I ain't tripping about it either way. You know what I'm saying? So like it is what it is. Wednesday we'll be talking about why we don't support other Black people and other Black businesses. Because like I said, like I disagree with I don't agree with everything. Like the sister said, like Black people is worse than anybody. I don't agree with that, But like I said, because when somebody like I say like when Bawanda said, because like I like I said, I don't know, I still don't think he took it personal. But when Bawanda say stuff like when I brought up the sister with the minor, he was the first one to kind of question it and say she's an agent or whatever or something, or make up a reason why we couldn't trust the sister Gia that be on IG, you know what I'm saying, and say what with the land. He was one of the first ones to say that, and so I say something about that. I don't think he took it personal. I don't know, So
wow,
but that's what we're gonna be talking about. It's not following each other.
Hey man, you just said I brought up that sister too, man. And somebody said something about her too. Said something about her too. And I was like, damn. I'm like, do you know her? Yeah, I've hated the same sister, Gia, who over in Zambia.
Yeah, she's talking about mining diamond or not diamonds, but like petrol, like things we need, copper. Now, even if
like copper. I brought her name up and bought, and it was somebody that kind of said some kind of like funny, derogatory about her. I was like, damn. Not derogatory, but something kind of like, like what you're talking about, like that,
And that was the first time hearing about her, right?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Cause like I will say like, and I say something about that because that's the mentality that we have. Like that, like, you know, he never heard of that sister. It's just automatic. But even if she was, like, it's the mentality of like, all right, maybe she is. So, but that's a great idea. Like maybe we should start looking at controlling the resources in our own damn land. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I could say a whole bunch of you know what I'm saying, like things that I disagree with people about, and I say what I disagree, and I say, come on here, and they people probably listening right now. That's the people I include in running. You know what I'm saying? Like I go on their platforms. You know, I like I know they just probably disagree with what we said. The people on the brothers channel with Casidra earlier, they ran. You know what I'm saying? I said it's open to these brothers. They didn't come. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who disagree with what I'm saying, like, it'll be a respectful conversation. I ain't gonna sit here and argue with you. You know what I'm saying? Only person I'm gonna say something and make fun of is like a white boy or something. You know what I mean? So they didn't show up. You know what you want me to do? But like, you know, the brother has my thing. If I guess I hit him up and see if you want me to come on there. But it's still all love between Coco. I'm not gonna come on here and say nothing negative. Besides, I'm gonna talk about the coon stuff that people or ideologies I disagree with, and you can come disagree with me about it. Come on, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, it is what it is. I'm only talking about how people think, and I'm not gonna argue with people. That's why I wouldn't go. That's why I kind of stopped going on there, because it just turned into like an argument like every time, and then whatchamacallit, just saying stuff just to disagree, just to argue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just saying stuff just to argue with you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. I know, and that's what I said. Like, they used to get on me about loving the coons, but that's why I stopped saying I love. I'm not as hard on the coons as they are, because they way easier on. I'm talking about all of them. You know, everybody, not just them. You know, Bakari got his coons he loved too, as much as he talked crazy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. You know, they probably feel some type of way about this conversation even now, you know, but it's all good. I'm still not gonna say nothing negative about them. I'm not gonna be on YouTube arguing about them, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna feel no type of way either, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, if you tell me I should listen to it, I'll listen to it. If you think I shouldn't, you know. So anyway, we're gonna get off of here, y'all. Y'all good? Y'all good? I don't got no last words on here. No, nothing ready to go. We're gonna be back Wednesday at 8:30. I'm gonna be on time this time, and so y'all be on time at 8:30 with me and Casidra, and we're gonna talk about the cost of comfort. You know what I'm saying? But what's the problem? Come on here, Boo. Shit.
It's forecast.
Yeah.
Forecast. Hit me up. I'm on Facebook at Anthony McPhail Facebook, man.
I got you, my brother.
Yo, Anthony McPhail.
McPhail, McPhail, McPhail.
I'm about to pull you up on Facebook now.
You hit me up the other day. I got you on there, I think.
Okay, all right. Remember, because I ain't, you know, IG, I ain't on that IG. They, you know, they restricted my channel over there.
Oh. Okay, I'll try to. All right, I'll hit you up. You said on what again?
On Facebook.
Okay, got you. This is your name that you got right here.
Yeah, McPhail, Anthony McPhail, McPhail.
All right, I got
you. AJAI.
Yo, what's going on, Buwana?
Yeah, so I'm listening to the conversation. Right? Anthony, cut your mic for a minute.
Yeah, mute real quick, guys.
Yeah, I'm listening to the conversation, and I'm trying to. Where are we going wrong in our discussions? Make me understand, because I don't know, and I genuinely want to know or be corrected where the brothers feel like we are wrong in our approach to certain things. I generally am asking the question in all humility, because when Anthony says that he felt like it's an issue between us and them, I don't want to have none of the brothers feel that way, you know, and I try my best to be inclusive in our discussions, even though my perspective is different from the rest of the panelists. And I really was trying to make that clear. So my question is, where am I going wrong in our discussions and how we approach certain topics and ideas? That's the question I have. And forecast, as you could see, I'm not running.
Yeah, you ain't
approaching.
you ain't run, Buwana. You ain't
No,
run.
no, I
Buwana,
run it.
that's why I said.
I come into the den. I come into the den, or whether the discussions are being had, and I am open to ask the question because I legitimately want answers to find out where we going wrong.
All right. All right, so and yeah, and that's why I said like when I be saying stuff to Buwana, I said it even on that thing, you know. So I'm not sure if you're mad at me or not because I ain't even listened to the thing Anthony was talking about yet. But like when I say with you, you know what I'm saying, like you typically don't catch feelings when I disagree with you, you know, because you know I say it all the time, you know. But what I think that because Anthony asked me like, yo, I should come on the thing, and I was saying why I kind of stopped coming on the thing because it's not that I don't listen, and Coco is a great moderator and all of that. That's what I said. And then I said, because I'm not sitting there trying to argue. You can't sit there and act like Azuli. Don't just be sitting there trying to argue just to argue sometimes, you know. And I'm not sitting there trying to be on there like doing that. So I just sit back and listen. And that's what I said. And then I said, because you come on here and say half the time about all of the clone stuff that they be talking about. Only comes on here and says half the time about the clone stuff that they talk about. Now all of a sudden, like, we don't know the clone stuff that they be saying. Like, come on, like, you know. So once I start doing that, you know what I'm saying, like, and then like that dude will argue with you about anything, you know what I'm saying, like about what's gonna call it
Oh, is really?
Yeah.
What I trying to do, what my approach is in speaking to brothers like Azuli is like a street dude. He have no level of so-called black consciousness. So I use him to be an example for any other person who may be listening to our conversation, who have no kind of black consciousness. And I try to bring it down to a level of a man on the street. So anyone who listening to our conversations, they'll be able to get a better understanding. You know why? Because if we on the panel talking in an academic way, everybody is not going to be able to understand where we coming from or even follow along with the conversation. That's why I kind of have these like back and forth with Azuli. Because it's like, you know what I mean? Azuli is, like I say, he have no level of consciousness. But I use him just to inform some of the brothers who may pass through, who also have no level of consciousness. But if that message is not for you all get offended. I feel sometimes that the brothers with a certain level of consciousness, they say, well, what the hell is this? Why is this guy answering Azuli? Azuli is a fool, but I using him to help other people. And I think that sometimes I feel like sometimes y'all ain't getting that, and that's why I have trouble with my extremist brothers. Like Brother Bakari cussed me out many times. I take heat from him. I take heat from Anthony sometimes. I take heat from him today. Forecast, you always calling me a clone and talking like we talking some cute culture. I don't mind the criticism. But because I feel like the bigger picture is if Tariq, people like Tariq Nasheed now, right, could get the people who are less informed and program them in a certain way, I feel like I should be able to do the same thing, but give them good information. And Azuli is just a man who I use as an example to do that. You understand what I'm saying or no?
Yeah, see, Buwana, let me say this now, Buwana, right? Because number one, right, I never said that y'all should, or because that's what the thing is, people, and I never said I don't, because I have people like First Rifleman on here, like, right, and y'all, like, you have even criticized me for doing that, you know what I'm saying?
I say don't kick him off. I say don't kick people like, don't kick people like for like. Did you hear me say that? No, am I lying though? Am I lying? Right. I say entertain people like Rifleman instead of getting rid of them, because there are many people who think like him too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you trying to convert people like that? Are we trying to convert people like that? Or are we trying to throw them away? That's what I'm asking.
No, now see, because now we're going. Let me finish saying what I was saying, because you were saying like I don't understand that when I just showing you like how I do, but I also will sit here and say I'm not going to sit there and argue for be on like one topic about ADOS and FBA when I don't even agree with y'all doing that topic. I told, and me and Bakari, I tell Bakari the same thing. I don't even agree with even talking, so I stay out of that conversation. Number one, you know what I'm saying. but then y'all go back and forth for hours. So I say I don't want to do. I never said Bwana should or should. Y'all tell me what I should or should do, or what I should or should, not you particularly, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying people tell me what I should or shouldn't do, or should or shouldn't have, and all of this stuff on here. You know what I'm saying? Now, even with you, like now, Bwana, and I didn't say anything because I never called you specifically.
No, we could speak. We could speak forecast, man. You open to speak as bluntly as possible, brother. You speak bluntly as possible.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like even the other day, like I didn't say because it was like on Matron, I wouldn't just like I said, I don't want to disrespect Koku's platform by sitting there saying, "Oh, you sound like a coon or something." That was another point that I was saying, because I don't want to disrespect the platform doing that. So I just sit and listen to y'all brothers, you know. But even the other day on that platform with the Booker T. Washington thing, bro, like you was like basically like I can't rehash the whole conversation, brother, but like the way it sounded like you was basically saying like, "Oh yeah, like thank God for like." Well, okay, you were saying I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say like when you was like, "Oh well, they kidnapped us to get like we got skills and all of that stuff." Like that's not even like even true. Like they kidnapped you because they didn't have skills. You know what I'm saying? Because they had to have black people. You think black people didn't have skills, like that type of stuff? Because when you're saying like, "Well, if they wouldn't have kidnapped us, we wouldn't have learned how to be blacksmith." Like, what are you like? Bro, like they made us stop learning stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm like calling, but I think that to me that sounded like thank God for slavery, or
Yes.
we in Africa playing to a tree.
I could understand what you mean by that, but because by the way, I gotta let you go right now, Anthony. But remember now, what you brought up just now wasn't on the bit of meds. It was on the Matron. We was discussing Booker T. Washington when I made that statement. That's the first thing, right? And what I understand what you mean, but in the context of what I meant was that during slavery, historically after slavery, black people had many skills that they would have gotten from being in a friggin' plantation. That's an unavoidable thing, but that's a historical statement. That's a historical statement.
No, they kidnapped them because they had the skills, bro. That's what.
So you saying that before the Africans came to America, that they knew how to use the saw and do this, like build homes like in America, like build European style homes, like ironsmiths and things like that. You saying that they had them skills prior to coming to America? That's what you telling me.
They had they had carpenter skills. They knew how to build stuff. I think unless you're saying black people, but didn't know how to build stuff. But what you're missing is the Europeans who came over here didn't know how to do it their damn self, bro. Like if you go back and look up the history of them being here, it was the starving time because they didn't know how to do this stuff. They learned a lot of this stuff from the black people leading up to like what became America before it was America, bro. Like the fact is, like, if you go back and look, they tried to use only white people. You know what I'm saying? They tried to get, but they didn't have the damn skills. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying that who was building the colonies? Who was building the log cabins and things like that before the actual slaves came over? Who was creating these things? Yeah, I mean, okay. So where I was making the statements, I just was making it in the context of the Africans when they came to North, when they was kidnapped and brought here, you know, during the time of slavery, the things that they was doing in Sierra Leone or the Congo, they were not doing in the Americas. They learned different kinds of things in the Americas, and the things they learned in the Americas, at the end of the day, even though it was a horrible situation, it was useful to them afterwards, because afterwards they built towns and they built different kinds of things. Now, historically, if you feel like I am wrong, just tell me I'm wrong, but you have to show me where I am wrong in that statement. Show me where I am wrong. That's what I'm asking.
All right. And I'll let Anthony go ahead.
And you're the historian, by the way. So you should be. I would like you to do.
Well, I never said I was any. I never went to college or anything. I
don't give a shit about going to college, bro. You a historian because you teach history. You teach
Right.
American history. So I'm saying that I would like.
So you're telling me, okay? So you want me to show you evidence of carpentry and of black people having carpentry before they met black or white?
No, I want to see
because that's what you're saying.
No, I don't know. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. No, hear me out.
You just moved the whole goalpost.
I ain't moving the goalpost. I'm not moving the goalpost. Show me that what they were doing in the Congo and Sierra, the places where they was kidnapped from, right? They were doing the same kinds of things they was doing there. They was able to apply it without the knowledge. No one teaching them how to do it in the Americas when they was kidnapped and brought to the Americas. That's the information I want to see.
All right, go ahead, Anthony.
All right. Okay. Well, okay, I'll address this part first. Well, as far as the ironworking, Africans have been doing ironwork for a long time. You get the Benin bronzes and all. They've been doing ironworking since the like 1500 BCE, and that was one of the reasons why they imported Africans to Louisiana. In Louisiana, if you go to New Orleans, where you see those famous ironworks in the French quarters, that was one of the reasons why they did it. They imported those Africans because they had that particular skill of ironworking. Okay, that part, I just wanted to get that part out of the way. All right, to my little small problem. Okay, when me and 4Ks had our
even before you go into that, could you even answer the question about like what the hell did we learn? We learned how to build houses the way that they do. I guess say that again. You was freezing up.
Okay, Africans in West Africa built cities. You have cities. Ile-Ife was a beautiful city, a well laid out city that the Europeans talked about. And and this city go back to like beyond 500 CE. I mean, they lived in cities. They built homes. They built palaces. So we did that. You know what I'm saying? We were carpenters and had crafts and all kind of things. We knew all of that stuff. But my thing is, I just want to get into this right here. Like when me, Bonacita.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, this is my thing. Like when me and 4Ks, we had our show the other night. 4Ks, we was talking and he was talking about some of his issues that he had. And me personally, I was like, hey man, what we need to do is, because we working for the same goal, let's come on the show. It's like with anybody on the panel. I got love for all you brothers. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like that. I was saying, of course, we're not gonna all agree on everything. We all have points of views, and I don't agree with you. 4Ks don't agree with me. He don't. We all. That's how it goes. We ain't gonna all agree on everything. But my thing was this right here. Okay, like I was saying 4Ks come on the show, man. We'll just talk about it. We brothers just get together. We'll iron out our problems or whatever issues we had. But this was my thing. When I was at the end of the show, when I came back, when I said when I was saying, I think I mentioned your name. I said, I don't want to be categorized in that FBA 80 thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Pan-Africanist. I'm a Garveyite. You remember when I said that?
Yes.
What I'm saying, I don't deal with that foolishness, with that thing. And like I was thinking, and I could be wrong, but I'm in my mind, what I was hearing was like, I'm like, it's Buona, don't put us all in that same category. When you said like we was coming from the North American context, and you broke it down after that, you explained it, you said what you meant. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, still, it has a vibe of like, a us and them thing. That's what I was talking about. The us.
Yes.
I say,
Yes.
The way this is what I'm saying. Listen to me. I mean, you a brother born in the Bahamas. I got love for Bahamian people. I love Bahamian people. I love all African people, wherever you are, wherever we from. You know what I'm saying? Like I said then, Marcus Garvey is my hero. You know what I'm saying? And I have many heroes, and many of them are Caribbean brothers, and many of them are brothers from the African continent. and from Central and South America. And I don't discriminate. I mean, I do not discriminate at all, man. We all equal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put anybody above you or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? If I got a brother, like 4Ks is my brother and you my brother. You know what I'm saying? Ain't now one of y'all greater than the other one. Y'all both my brothers. But the vibe that I was getting, and then especially from Brother Kofi, and that's why I was kind of surprised a little bit when we was talking about the mixed race thing, and then Kofi had his little part in it, which I ain't mad at him. I like Kofi. But when he said what he said, I was kind of like, I don't know. And yeah, and Kofi does kind of like go in on FBA a little bit. And my thing is, don't classify me with FBA, because see, when you say it sometimes, it sounds like you're talking about all of us.
Yeah,
that's the vibe that you get.
Yes,
that is what my problem lies at. Okay, when you say FBA ADOS, sometimes it could tend to be like, well, you talking about those Black Americans, you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing, and I am the most, against that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I feel the type of way when I'm saying, like, I'm for all my brothers, man. I'm like, man, like this, like Better Medicine, Koku, man. If I'd heard that part, man, some of the things that changed in my life from listening to that. And then when I hear, man, do y'all look at it like we them and y'all? No, that's the kind of thing that goes through your mind sometimes when I hear it too many times said a certain way.
Yeah. I understand that.
And see, that's my problem right there. That's why I said, damn, I feel like, and then, like Koku, I was wondering when Koku said at the end, yeah, you should hit the program that Anthony and Forecast had. I was like, and I was kind of heavy. It made me feel I got in my feelings for him. I'm like, I know
and you was in the chat, Bwana, the whole time. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I know Koku ain't never gonna be in there because as much as I got much respect I have for that brother, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
and kind of way, I'll let you respond. Go ahead.
No, I want y'all to forgive me sometimes, because sometimes when I'm listening to these shows, right, especially on the weekend, I'm plastered, really and truly. I mean, I gotta admit that. But when Anthony says that he felt like it's a matter of us and them, I do not put you all in the same category as the FBA people. I'm trying to be very, very clear with that. But it's not to say, because me and Forecast had conversations before, right? And even you, Anthony, y'all experience in America in the terms of how y'all see Blackness is a little bit different than how we see Blackness. Because, we was brought up in different places. That don't mean we ain't brothers. It's just our experience is different, right? So I don't want to discount y'all experience. I ain't saying it's a matter of us and them. I just saying that if I was born in America, my ideas about the world would be a little bit different than me being born in the Caribbean. It's a slight difference, but it's a difference in you saying that you from Virginia and Anthony saying that he from Louisiana. There's that kind of difference. So even in an American context, y'all experience is a little bit different. Forecast is a John. I gotta get this John or some shit like that. And then Anthony uses y'all just see the world different, and how not so different that y'all ain't brothers, and how you break down the context of what Creole is and what Creole means and give it two definitions. That experience is foreign to even a man like Forecast, who was born and raised in America. You know what I mean? But it's not to say that we different. It's just that some of our experiences are different from each other. And that's why I think that's important for us to get together and have conversation. I appreciate, even if you all disagree and say, Bwana, you want some cool shit, I would rather y'all come to us and tell us this to our face. You know what I mean? I would rather us sit down at the table and let's sort some shit out. That's what family do. Families disagree.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, families disagree. Family don't always agree, but family at least in the end of the day say all we got is each other. Let's sit down and talk. Let's hash it out. And all of us are men here, so we could be blunt and talk honest with one another. You know what I mean? So I feel like that is an important thing to do in my from my perspective, you know. But sorry, forecast. Go ahead, brother.
No, I'm sorry. I was something had happened and then I was about to say hold on, but I was good. But no, I was listening to everything you say, Buwana. But you know, the thing is, right, even back then, right, because the brother did some, like I remember one episode where the brother went in on somebody. It might have even been like Considra or something, just because it was like he was talking about some damn manosphere points, you know, and I was like, okay, I could debate. I put on the text that everybody was in, I could debate them, you know, like whatever. But you know, it was, so I literally, and then every time we talk, I never once called you a coon or nothing, by the way, you know what I'm saying? But like, you can't say that I don't like call out whatever. The one time that I even remember, like when we was doing that show about like the live about, you know, something about your whatever. That's not a hit or that, but you know, like I tell you all the time, you know, like what I disagree with and what I disagree with it about that. And then my thing is like you saying that I don't know what happened on the thing, if y'all saying that we feel like we're separated or we can't say nothing to you, but like you just coming on here telling me that you feel different from us, you know what I'm saying? I never once said that you was different. I know you were a black man, so I like maybe I only been there for a few days, but I've been to where you've been to. I've been to like the areas, and I look at it like, damn, like the people shouldn't be empowered. It's so beautiful over there. And then it took me getting older to realize that, you know what I'm saying? So I never once thought that, you know, we was different. And then my thing is, if y'all gonna always bring up the damn ADOS thing and then turn around and do what they do, but I'm not just calling y'all out. I say that to Bakari, you know what I'm saying, who's from here. So I understand he's from here, you know what I'm saying? I might not eat chitlins and stuff like Bakari does, but I understand like who he is and what he does, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I say the same thing to him, you know? And so even when y'all, like, even when you say that, I'm like I never once you're the one sitting here saying that, like, of course we had different experiences, but if I was to say that, then it would be different. Cause I remember one live where y'all was showing some young brothers like with guns or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And then trying to make it seem like, you know, it was like American culture. Like I had to stop watching that particular episode right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I say, all right, I'll be listening and all of that, but I had to stop watching that one particular episode. Cause I'm like, I could show that, like, what if I show some people in the Bahamas or the Caribbean, the thug or the ones who are committing crimes, and make it seem like this is all the people out there when I know it's not. It's like nice people out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, sometimes like it's the hypocritical stuff when you be like, oh, I'm so against ADOS and FBA, but then turn around and just say the same thing that they say, how they different from you because of this X, Y, and Z, and we don't have the same experience, which is true. But then you would get on FBA or whatever for that. But I'm like, y'all ignore the damn coons on the FBA side. Like I'm not gonna lie, I used to say that dude, you know, Brent, like now y'all say the dude Pan African Strikes Back, y'all agree, but like even back then I used to stop going on Bakari's lives when he used to have them on all the time, because like everything he says is negative all the time. Everything is negative. And I'm not gonna sit there and argue with him because I respect Bakari's platform. You know what I'm saying? Bakari ain't get feelings about that. I sat there and told him just like I said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's my thing, bro. Like I don't know. I don't see how y'all say like I don't say it to y'all. I just stop coming on there. Like the last time I was on there, like asked him up, said some hella like whatever when I was going off. I was like, yeah, do the opposite of what he said. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, I'm not gonna sit up there and like especially on somebody else's platform, you know what I'm saying? Like on disrespect their platform or like try to call other people whatever just because that's how I see it is, you know. But anyway.
Yeah, I hear that. And I
Boss, just say one thing before you say that. You know, I just want to say one thing before you say that. I'll get out your way. I'm saying I did want to have a discussion. I asked Forecast. He'll tell you that. I say, man, let's go on and talk about it. I did say that.
No, I appreciate that, and I listening to what Forecast. See, the difficulty for me, right, is many of the prompts I write personally, because the prompt part, like on the Discord, is open up for the general public. Anyone could put up different prompts. Some of the prompts I put up, some of them I don't. These are random people sometimes who listen to the show. They put up different prompts that we should discuss. So I have no hand in that. I mean, if I have a hand in that, I would completely, never even entertain the discussions
I'll
where
throw
it seemed
Coco
like
under the bus now.
no, I ain't talking
I'm
about
joking. I'm joking.
yeah, it's just the general public who listen to our show as well. Because you got to pick from everybody. You can't just pick me all the time. See what I'm saying? But if I am gonna make a conscious effort, in my mind, because now that you express that to me, I do not want to make the brothers, my American brothers, feel like it's an issue of us and them, because that's not the case, and that's not what I'm trying to promote. I'm not about that. So as far as I have control in creating any kind of prompt, and then you say another thing. You say sometimes our prompts are extremely negative. And I can work on that as well, to the extent to where I can work on that. You know what I mean? Because these are legitimate statements. Anthony say if he have a problem, he can come to us directly and tell us. And I respect that as well. How are we gonna change if we don't know? How you gonna change if we don't know better? So I mean, I appreciate the fact that we getting sincere criticism, but I had to go search for it. I feel like if y'all really felt this way, y'all should have come to us and discuss, because I don't feel.
But hold on, talking about, because one, I told you this before. Like, this is not my first time telling you, particularly, and that's what you said last. I'm not trying to say like you're not whatever, and that's my thing, Bwana, because every time I said something to you, you never took it personal. Even sometimes you be like, no, give it to me. Like, don't bite your tongue, tell me, because you don't take it personal. That's why that's why I'm like, Bwana never took it personal. But I've told you this, and you said, well, I'm gonna keep it in mind to make a conscious effort to like think about, because I told you that, because that prompt was like months ago, and I told you this like months ago. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a question. But you would agree to forecast and listening to the show. It's not all negative. It's not all about disunity. It's not all about us and them. When the other American brother criticized the prompts, and he said that a lot of these prompts was negative, I was just really putting up discussions with Dr. Richie, somebody who is put up extensively in terms of when you want to comment on his shows and stuff like that. And you say it's too negative. So I try to create prompts that's more positive. I try to do that. So I say maybe 30 or 20% of the time, my brothers, them criticize us because they feel like the direction of the show is not the way they would like it to be. But I also want the brothers to consider the other 80%. If it's 20% of the show is horrible, what about the 80%? Why?
But listen to what you're saying, Bwana. I never said all. I never said 80%. I never said I never said horrible. I said I don't want to sit there arguing with certain people like Azuli, so I just listened. I wouldn't listen if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like I never said none of those things about it was being bad or whatever, or the prompts that you use or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I just said I'm not going to sit there and argue with like.
No, I understand, Azuli. Yeah, but I can't throw the brothers who I disagree with. I can't throw them. I can't throw them away forecast.
But listen, but that's what I'm saying. I never criticized y'all's show live one time. I just said why I personally kind of just started listening instead of coming on there, because I'm not trying to say Azuli shouldn't have I wouldn't say nobody shouldn't be able to come on there. You know what I'm saying? I just say I don't want to be on there having discuss, and then they and then we just start going back and forth for an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I just rather just listen, especially when you got brothers like Anthony that come on, Bakari that come on, who say that. You know what I'm saying? So I never said 80%. I said Koku is a great host. I said Bwana doesn't ever feel some type of way when we disagree, because that's what I said, disagree. I never called you a cool, even though like I think sometimes but that's why I be saying
some cool shit.
Right, it's coonish, you know what I'm saying? It's coonish. But I remember
I appreciate you could tell me that. I appreciate the fact that you could tell me that.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, because even back then, when we was on it, I probably could pull it up, because I was like, yo, even like that, because I was making a joke out of it. I was like, yo, it do sound tether-ish what they saying, because y'all kept saying this stuff about tether. I was like, some of the stuff they saying tether-ish, we could have a discussion about it. Like, they never set it up. Maybe they didn't want to do it. Koku said he would ask. Probably he didn't want to do it. I'm sure Koku asked, but that's what I said. Like,
so let me ask you a question. Would you? If we was to have would you all want to entertain a discussion about these kinds of issues, like international versus local, Tether versus American? Would you all want to have that kind of discussion just to have it out, or would you all want to leave it alone? Let me ask you all that.
I tell you, I say this, if like y'all ask me, like remember at one time I came on here a while ago, I said I'm gonna have this discussion one time about this whole FBA ADOS thing, you know what I'm saying, with and Bakari. I don't know if you came on that time, I don't think so, but if y'all want to have that discussion, we can. But I personally think this, like, I know that we're like, this conversation is like hundreds of years old, you know what I'm saying? Like Black people were having this conversation for hundreds of years, like documented, And I personally,
that's a fact.
And I personally think this version of it doesn't necessarily come from us. It comes from those people who is paid to put that in. But then we sit there and take time arguing about some, because like, what am I gonna say? Like, how am I gonna go against you? Like, oh, look at the Bahamas. Look, like they ain't doing nothing. They, like, what you want me to say about that? Okay. I'm not gonna diss the Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, that's my point. That's why I'm not going to get into that kind of, like, I could do that with Europeans, you know what I'm saying? But if we want to have like a conversation, I would definitely come on, like, and it could be any kind of conversation with anybody, if you'd like me to come on.
Unless I'm not going to discuss it unless y'all co-sign it. I'm not going to discuss it. I got to get some co-sign from y'all in terms of how y'all feel about having that discussion, because I do not want y'all walking away from that discussion thinking that we are trying to do anything that's undermining or untoward or trying to none of that bullshit. Because if I don't want to do that, if that's how it's going to turn out, I'd rather have a unified kind of conversation. Like you say, if y'all feel like y'all are being looked at as a matter of us and them, I'd rather just leave that alone and continue in the same format that we've been running with and try to make it in a way that is more inclusive, because I am not trying to create a narrative where we're trying to separate from one another. That's not my plan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't think you were like, or I'm just saying like, because I didn't think that you were, or that we are. Like, even what you say, you're the one that just brought up like, oh, like that's the same thing that the FBA said, you know what I'm saying? And I agree with that. And I think that when we were teasing you about Sha'Carri Richardson, like, we should have the damn Olympics, like, where we go against the Jamaicans, the Bahamians. But at the end of the day, we Black people, we go against the world when it comes down to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my point. And I'll say this one last thing, right? Because Koku probably listening. So I might as well say, like, I guess the one criticism I would have of Koku, right? Koku a damn genius. Koku knows so much information. And sometimes he doesn't like just say general information at the end, because he knows stuff that I don't know, a lot of people don't know. And sometimes he lets like I would just say I would like to hear him say like, oh, well, not to put my opinion in it, but just to be like a factual thing about this certain thing, because I think he knows it. That would be the one thing I would say about Koku. He sometimes let a lot of the clone stuff slide without saying like, well, actually, because he knows about the history, you know what I'm saying? So that would be my only criticism, not saying he's terrible or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? So,
Anthony, you have anything else? Yeah,
I'll say like this. Like, I want to reiterate, I don't have no beef. It ain't a beef with none of y'all brothers, man. We all brothers. And it's just like, okay, whenever we talk, however many times I've been on the show, when we talk, name one time where you heard me say, well, this coming from the Bahamian context.
Never.
Afro-Brazilian. I'll never say that, because see, I look at us all. I look at us as all the same. The slave ship dropped me off in Louisiana and it dropped you off in the Bahamas. That's the way I look at it. So I don't have a beef. I don't have a beef at all. And I really didn't have a problem, because like if I don't even know if y'all listened to what me and Forecast were talking about the other day. Because if y'all had listened to it, you would have heard that I was like, it was me and his brother talking. Yeah, of course, we talked about, we had disagreements with some things that some brothers say. But basically, it was me trying to facilitate, hey, look, let's get together and let's talk about it. I was trying to get him to come talk. Me and him gonna go on the show and we'll talk about things. It wasn't a beef with nobody. Now, the only time really where I really started feeling a little bit in my feelings was last night. You know what I'm saying? On that part, remember when I told you about about the North American context thing. Remember when I brought that up to you?
Yeah, the Creole business. Yeah.
Yeah, that part, right? I mean, no, the part about no, I mean the part when I said, look, I'm an African, and I
Oh
don't
yes,
believe.
yes. I did remember that. I did remember that.
You were talking about the North America. What I was saying, don't put me with the FBA thing. That's why.
Yes, I do remember that. I do remember that.
So that's what I was thinking. Well, maybe the Bwana see me as like different than him, because see, I don't see you as being different than me. But and then I was kind of a little bit thrown a little bit when Coco had mentioned about that Anthony and Forkhead had a show. And I was thinking, no, I was puzzled when he said that, and I was like, what? I say, I hope he ain't feeling no type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't say nothing negative. I wasn't saying anything negative. Forkhead wasn't saying nothing negative. Matter of fact, he was hashing out some things some feelings he had about it. I say, yeah, I agree. I have some feelings about things too. But I say, let's talk about it. I say, man, matter of fact, Forkhead. Then I say, man, you ought to come on the show, man. Let's talk about it. Didn't I say it, Forkhead?
Yeah, that was what the whole conversation was about.
Yeah, I say, man, you ought to come on and let's talk about it. So it ain't like we ain't like didn't talk to. Hey, I mean, that's all my whole conversation was. Let's go on the show and talk about it. But
this experience.
But just let me finish this out, boy. Okay, I'm like this. This is the way I feel about it. Because see, sometimes you can talk about something and other bullshit come out. Stuff that's unnecessary. I think what we need to do. This is what I think we need to do. Okay, man, we all brothers and sisters, because we got sisters on the panel show with us too. Let's just respect each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. Don't look at me as an American, Coco. I mean, Bwana. Don't look at me as your North American brother. I'm not gonna look at you as my Bahamian brother. Let's look at each other as African brothers.
I respect that. I respect that.
Cause see, what a lot of times, like Dr. Clark said, when that slave ship dropped us off, what we did, we became like, okay, well, the Bahamas was your plantation. Louisiana was my plantation. Haiti is somebody else's plantation. You know what I'm saying? Well, we playing plantation, like the brother said last night.
Plantation politics.
Well, you know what? Like I said, Marcus Garvey, he said, I ain't giving up a continent for an island. And that's one other thing for what you said when you talk about the context. Guess what? Marcus Garvey came from Jamaica, and he didn't have that. He didn't look at that. He looked at what? We all some Africans. And we had his biggest success there, right here in the United States, with Africans.
Well, they only Garveyite sometimes.
I mean, when I say success, I don't mean success, but I mean the most of his people came from. In Jamaica, hell, he couldn't even take root in Jamaica. But I mean, that's not an indictment against them. But they was under their colonial system. But I'm saying he took root here among these Africans here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying we got to look at it like, hey man, I don't look like I said. You ain't no Bahamian. You African. I ain't no Louisiana or no American. I'm an African. I just live here. The slaves just dropped me off here. So I'm like, we just need to just look at each other like that, and then we got one stroke. What Garvey said, one aim, one destiny. We need to keep our eyes on that. We Africans, and we fight for the upliftment and the liberation of our people, and we need to put that petty shit aside. And petty shit means that means from all of us, because we all got our petty. But I'm just saying, we got to look at it like, hey man, let's put the small stuff aside. We ain't got to sit down. Look at, we already know it, because you know what? I ain't stupid. Forkheads ain't stupid. You ain't stupid. Ain't none of us stupid. We know what time it is, and we know who we are. So we ain't got to sit down and, I mean, we can, but I mean, to me, it ain't, because we know what we got to do. Because we talk about it. We talk about it every damn weekend. We know what we got to do. I'll leave it at that, man.
And before I let Bwana close out, what the Kofi was mad about the mulatto thing. Kofi should have came on. Like, it ain't my fault though. You have girls with a white girl. Is now Black Kyle if you have it with a white girl. But I'm sorry, Bwana, go ahead.
No. I appreciate. See, what I learned in being on this internet is, like I say, the internet has exposed you to the world. But in being exposed to the rest of the world, you realize that some things you gotta frickin' watch your mouth. Yeah, you have to use your brain in some of the things what you say from time to time. And I appreciate the brothers give me perspective on some things. So I mean, this is certain things I have to take on. It is what it is, and I accept that. I accept what Anthony say, and like he say, one God, one aim, one destiny, and that's the reality of things, and that's something I have to consider and think about, especially when you're making statements that you shouldn't be making, and I'll consider that, and I'll just consider that for some of the things that I say from time to time. You need to think about things and who you around and what you saying, because sometimes it don't come off the way that you would want it to. You need to, sometimes you just need to think about what you said. But I appreciate that, Anthony. I appreciate it, and I appreciated Forecast. And like you say, I am sincerely trying to come to the brothers and trying to work out something. I can't speak for no one else but myself in doing what I'm doing. And like Forecast, like I say, we all run. I do not run. I try to talk. I try to have conversation. Even when Brother Makai was hammering me, I'm still going up in his lion's den and try to have conversations with the brothers and try to work things out. But like I said, I have to consider what the brothers say to me tonight, and he is absolutely right about it. But and let me say this too. On the weekends too, I would say sometimes take it easy on me because I'm drinking freaking rum, and sometimes I saying things that I shouldn't be saying. I shouldn't be saying.
A drunk person speak a sober mind, but
nah, that's not always true. That's not always true. So, but forgive me if I say things I shouldn't be saying. Say, oh, Bwana, he freaking drunk, but leave it. Forgive me if I saying things out of turn and saying things that I should not be saying. I'll just leave it there, and I appreciate y'all brothers giving me the time and even listen to what I have to say. You know what I mean? But I'll leave it there, and I'll let y'all go, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I gotta get up for work in the morning. Yes, peace.
Bwana, do you so did y'all want me to come on Saturday or not? I won't come on unless y'all want me.
I want you to come on every Saturday. But I gotta tell
I don't know if I can do every Saturday.
I gotta tell a grown man what to do.
No, I mean for the conversation. That's all.
No, Anthony, tell me. I think that it's my best judgment to leave that and to focus more on things that are unifier as opposed to break us apart. And you say that you don't want the show to be negative and take a negative turn. So I could try to put up more prompts that is more positive inclined. Now remember, I don't control that, but I could try to put up as many positive-minded points as possible to show us in the most positive light as possible. I can make an attempt to do that.
No, Bwana, do what you do. That's what I want y'all to understand. Do what y'all do. Like, don't change any. Like, whatever it tells you to do, then you do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to change anybody from doing anything.
No, some things are going on in the black world is. It might not be positive, but we still got to talk about it. And I can't skip through it. But I understand your perspective. It's like, I don't want to be 100% negative. I want to talk about things in the black world that affect us, but they ain't gonna always be positive. But it's just how we approach it. It'll give the brothers who listening a strategy and a way to go about doing things or handling different kinds of things. I would just twist it in the way that, now I ain't gonna say the black woman is God, but I could try to twist our conversations in a way that how anyone listening to it, they can execute on a positive kind of vibe rather than a negative kind of vibe. You understand what I'm saying? What forecast is he on the battery? Well, Anthony know what I'm saying, so I'll just leave it there.
We're good, man. Just like I said, man, let's keep our eyes on the prize, on the goal that we have for our people, and let's respect each other as brothers and sisters, man. That's all we got to do.
Yes, sir.
Hey, from now today, let's let this be a clean slate. We didn't already talk. We just got through talking. So
I appreciate that.
We got this out of the way.
I appreciate that.
Let's move forward.
I appreciate you, Bwana. Bwana didn't run. Tell the rest of them to stop running, Bwana. You know what I'm saying? That's the message you send back.
I ain't speaking for them, man. I ain't speaking for them. I can let them do what they do.
No, Koku, you hear that? He throwing you under the bus, Koku.
I ain't speaking for no growing mind.
He throwing you under the bus right now, Koku. You hear that, Koku?
No, forecast. Yeah, Koku, no, I got it. I know I got all y'all back. I got all y'all back.
Yeah, we got your
Yeah,
back too, my
yeah,
brother. Definitely.
yes. But I'll leave it there, man. I gotta go to bed, man.
Man, yeah, me too, man. I'm
we
getting
too.
eyes getting heavy.
Yeah, we were supposed to get off an hour ago, but I appreciate Buwana for coming on here. I don't know
Yeah,
if I should even listen to the thing. You think I should, my brother?
Say that again, again.
You think I should go back and listen to that last one they was talking about?
No, man, no. This it ain't nothing. You know what, man? I think. Don't you feel good that we did talk about things tonight?
I mean, I feel the same way because I've been saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
I know. I mean, but look, it does feel a little better that we got to talk about a little something.
Right.
See,
right.
we understand each other, man. We know how it goes. That's all. I'm like, hey, man, let's keep it positive. Let's just move. Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm glad that
we don't need to get bogged down in no stuff that you see on like old Duke Jackson himself. Here we go, just talking and arguing and throwing mud at each other. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how it could go. It could go left. We might not intend for it to go like that, but you have certain people who like mess. But yeah, man. I think, hey, we talk, man. We talk with Barna. We talk, man, and I think we had a good conversation, man.
yeah, definitely. And that's what.
Let's move forward.
Right, definitely. And that's what I'm saying. I'll mute real quick, my brother, because and I'm gonna close out because it's been like 3 hours and it's like hella late, And shouts out to Cassandra who was in here earlier. Yeah, because it wasn't just about that. It was about the live that we did because the brother was in here earlier with Cassandra. So it was anybody who had a disagreement. Now watch, you see, it's still way more people in here than last time when we was talking about something educational, you know what I'm saying? But we still gonna talk about, I don't care if there's 0 people in here, we still gonna talk about the education. And I'm not gonna sit and just like Buwana can come on here. We ain't be like, oh, N-word this, N-word that, you know what I'm saying? You a dummy, Buwana, and Buwana ain't say you a dummy forecast and none of that. We had a regular conversation. Like I knew that, you know what I'm saying, we would, which is what I'm trying to get people to understand, and I challenge people on their viewpoints because I think that sometimes the clone mentality is what keeps us in this situation. So then we can't talk about Black power, then turn around and do something that keep us in the situation and then sit there and wonder why we still in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? We don't support each other. We don't, we find ways to jeopardize each other's stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely is not going to agree on everything. And that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So not everything is for everybody. There is people, like he said, that should sit there and have conversations with other people that they feel like they should talk to, because I do that. People say I need to stop having negative conversations, but I want people to understand. Never once did I tell Bakari or Koku or anybody else who they can't have. Y'all remember they used to make fun of me because I said I'm not as hard on the coons. If y'all remember, because I remember they had one whole prompt about me saying that. You know what I'm saying? But it turns around that I'm not the one, and how long I've been saying that I am not the one. I stopped saying that because y'all is way easier on the coons than I am, and you can't say that I'm hiding it. And that's not for any person in particular. That's for like everybody. You know what I'm saying? So like that's my whole point. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like we in the same situation that we in, and I know that I can hear some of the talking points that they have just from what y'all said when they like, oh yeah, we're extra extremists. It's always like the brother in the speech said, when you talk about Black people, is extreme. You know what I'm saying? When you start excluding white people, you can't have children with white people and call them Black. Now you're extreme. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about controlling your damn children and now you extreme. We can complain about it. That's not extreme. We can come on here talk about Cat Williams. We can come on here talk about ADOS versus FBA. We can come on here and say N-word, meet me at my house. But now you extreme when you say like the hell with everybody else. Something about Black people, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now you extreme. All right, but and also biracial is not black by scientific definition. Are you telling me that a white bitch can have a black child? Answer me that question. Say nothing about phenotype. I ain't say nothing about any of that other stuff. I said, can a white bitch give birth to a black child? Can a black man come from the sperm of a white man?
Absolutely not.
So I'm sorry if you love a Hispanic, a Asian chick, a Denisovan chick. If you love a mixed girl who mama white, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing against, it's not even the mulatto child's fault. It's the black parents' fault. That's the thing that y'all want to even address, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Bwana was the only one to come on here and hash out his disagreements with me, you know what I'm saying? I know Bakari gonna act like he was asleep, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be like, oh, I was asleep, I would have came on there. But Bakari, he gonna defend all that stuff, the chitlins and everything. You know how Bakari do. But at the end of the day, I hope that y'all come back when we actually talking about something, because y'all thought we was gonna be. And my thing is, that's like dressing up in the blackface minstrel shows. You know what I'm saying? Y'all thought we was gonna be on that type of time. We not. And anybody else who disagree, we can come on and talk like Bwana. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my brother Maurice Muhammad for his live earlier. Y'all subscribe to his channel. You know, and shouts out to Casidra. Shouts out to Matron. Hopefully Matron ain't mad at me. You know what I'm saying? For even bringing her up. I know Matron probably get mad. You know, but I'm sorry, Matron. You know, that's the one person I'm not going to go at, you know what I'm saying, because she'll crush me. The rest of y'all, I'll crush the rest of y'all. So, no, I'm just messing with y'all. But, all right, man, I've been on here for like over 3 hours, my brother. You good, my brother?
Yeah, man, I'm straight, man. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm about to go listen to that joint right now.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Nah, I'm sorry, yeah.
You little messy boy.
I told you I'm too petty. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be mature, bro. I'm petty. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good, man. Like I said, man,
They gonna start catching. They gonna start copping pleas like Bwana was just doing. No, I'm choking Bwana.
No, man, no. You know,
I'm playing Bwana. I'm playing, brother.
We all brothers and sisters, man. And man, let's stick together, man. You know, of course, we gonna always have our issues. You know, that's what families do. But you know, let's keep our eyes on the prize, man. It's, you know, we're trying to raise our people up, man.
Yeah. Shouts out to Shanique. It's been a minute, Shanique. Yo, I was just like, yo, where Shanique been at? I was just worried about. Cause I know she said she was doing a whole lot of stuff in her life. So shouts out to her. But
like
yeah, man.
We all we got.
Yeah, you know, like we have no friends. We all we got. And I was just like, cause they think it's like some difference. But I told Bakari the same damn thing, bro. Like, y'all keep getting caught up in that ADOS versus FBA stuff instead of talking about the things Bakari talk about. Or I'm glad he started doing that now, but with the elder brother, like bring back the black businesses challenge instead of the FBA debate where we sit there. Oh, you were damn Caribbean. Look what they're doing. You didn't worship the queen. You know what I'm saying? Then they'd be like, oh, look at you. You did this. You know, but no.
We need to get rid of the defensive kind of talk, man. We don't need that, man.
Right. Exactly. So shouts out to all of y'all, man. Shouts out to everybody who was in here. Return of the brother never been in here before, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, he just I gotta go confirm because he just went on my Facebook channel.
Okay, so he's been listening the whole time, so he must agree with everything we were saying. You know, that's what I assume when y'all don't come on here, that y'all agree with everything that I say. So that's why I ain't be tripping. So thank y'all, I appreciate it.
All right.
As always, man, we have got to start standing for something, or we're gonna keep falling for anything.